don't stop. So not ready, and that's okay. We're gonna make this thing rock. No, it's okay. We should go anyway.
It's a wine.
Oh, we're live? Ha! Awesome. Yay! That's great. Welcome to the second beta test of Masters of the Metaverse with the awesome theme song that we will play for you again in a little while.
Oh, I'm excited.
Because it's awesome. It's great. I love that song.
Do we have all the videos and stuff?
Laura's coming. It's coming well.
Good.
It's almost there.
Cool.
That's what I'll say to that.
Right.
Yes, thank you. Welcome to the second beta test sneak peek of Masters of the Metaverse. Huge thank you to the Patreon backers and supporters of Zombie Orpheus Entertainment who've allowed us to put this on at all. It is only with your support that we are able to do this, and we thank you 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
So we are doing this second sneak peek today, and then starting next week, March 4th, same time, 3 p.m. Pacific, we will be going whole hog, launching ourselves into the main storyline of Masters of the Metaverse. Yes, whole hog. I was trying to think of something.
I like whole hog.
I
think
thought of Overwatch.
let's stick with whole hog.
Are we just
Yep.
bacon right now?
We're just baking around.
Okay.
Bacon's good. So next week we will start though with the full story and all of that. But we are going to be doing some fun testing today. We're going to work in buffs, simulated digital buffs. How weird and meta is that? So we'll be doing some of that today, and continuing the adventure of this group of adventurers. Speaking of which, with this group of adventurers, as we are here in the wonderful Penny Arcade Studios, being hosted by Hyper RPG, why don't you all just go down the line again and introduce yourself and your player identity, please. I think there's even a little blurb on your sheet. Your new character sheets still aren't quite where we're going, but we're much closer.
They look great.
You can even read your little thing or add to that if you want.
Great.
Starting with me, Kelly Fusion. I'm playing Jebediah Lexington, Metapod Engineer. I'm Christian Doyle. I'm playing Crash Jackson, Gaming Celebrity / Shut-In.
I'm playing Jenica Clarkson. My name is Sarah Sanders Odie. And I am playing Jenica Clarkson, who is a prison psychotherapist.
And I am Maggie Ferguson Wagstaff, and I'm playing Rosie Harvin, Rosie the Rustler, Rootin' Tootin' Rodeo Wrangler.
I'm Vanessa Pastel, and I am Aquamarine. Yogini. That's it. That's all I am.
Does it actually say Yogini?
I do.
It says Celebutante Yogini.
Celebutante Yogini.
Take that as you will.
I love this show.
Interpret it as ever
I
one
love this show
possible.
already. I get to do this every week now for who knows how long. This is fun.
I'm sorry, man.
So if you need a reminder, a refresher on how the show works, and if you guys need a refresher on how the show works,
Let's do it.
Each one of our players is currently, or each one of our performers here is currently controlling two identities, as it were. Their player identity and their avatar identity. And they are able to hop back and forth and draw from these two identities to min-max and get as much as they want from one side or the other, depending on where they are on these handy-dandy player avatar scales. So you'll be seeing them moving those back and forth throughout the show. And everyone is still locked into where they started off at the end of the last show. But where they are on that is actually very important, because as they move further in one direction or the other, they become more powerfully identified with that identity and are able to have better access to and easier access to that character's abilities. So, for example, Mr. Christian Doyle right now, playing Crash Jackson, is all the way over to his avatar identity, which means that as we begin the show, he's not able
I can't even use this character
He can't
sheet.
even draw from his player identity. That's how far into him he has gotten.
I'm deep into Dynamo right now.
You are deep into Dr. Dynamo.
Into his psyche.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, much
I didn't even.
cleaner.
Anyway, so it'll all make sense as we go, because you're going to see them switching back and forth and making some strategic decisions, and you're going to experience some more of the buffs and the trolls tonight or today, as I said, because we're going to experiment with that. So now, having given you the basic, here's what's going on. let's jump back into the story. When last we met, I could do the voice again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I love the voice. You gotta do the.
So good.
prepared. I
Or
don't
are you
have a
starting with the
monologue
theme
for it.
song? Like how does?
Oh
this work?
yes, do we have the theme song? Is that available?
Oh yeah, we gotta do it.
Let's do that for you first, because we need that to get ourselves hyped up.
I just want to see you do
Yeah.
the dance. You gotta do the
Yeah,
dance.
come on, Chris.
That's the end. No pressure.
Okay, no,
Really?
I'm sorry.
Is that the same without it?
You can do it.
That's good.
Here we go. I want to get every week.
And you get every week.
Yes.
Do we get to do the breakdown?
Yep.
That's all the show's gonna be.
Oh my god.
Dancing.
3 hours of
It's
this?
just that, yeah, 3.5 hours of me doing really bad dancing with an overbite.
Bells dancing.
P.S. Thank you to whoever made that GIF, because I think I've watched it over 50
Oh,
times.
and I giggle every time.
When last we tuned in to the Order of the Sentinels and their adventures deep in the heart of South America, they had uncovered some sort of diabolical plot being undertaken by Nazi gorillas.
It's true.
In their assault on the Nazi gorilla bunker, they were able to rip open the roof of the bunker and drop a tornado inside, splattering the guerrilla soldiers up against the walls and otherwise incapacitating all of their foes. As we fade in on the Sentinels today, we find themselves preparing to investigate the bunker and determine the plot of the Nazi gorillas.
All right.
Well, clearly we have to figure out what they're up to.
There's no more of them left, right? One of the gorillas left with music on.
It was good. It sounded like the music that comes from my spear and magic helmet.
It did actually sound like just pure and magic helmet music.
A little bit Wagner.
So you had said something about investigating the bunker, and you were curious because you could not find, because Misdirection had not been able to find the attaché case.
Right. We should find that, especially since that guy's dead.
But we also found out that this is not the only location
That's
for
right.
the gorillas.
This is true.
This was a mini low base, and there's a bigger base that we can go to.
Maybe the attaché case has the information about where other bases and maybe the main base might be.
Or maybe the attaché case is already at
Oh, there's that.
the main base.
Well, we should still explore and figure out using what we can figure out at this base.
Do we still have that gorilla I tied up?
Of course, we have one living gorilla that we spared heroically.
There could be some hiding. I mean, we were very frightening.
Let's go look for them. The hiding.
The hiding gorillas.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The
Okay, I'll
gorillas
go look.
we're not going to find gorillas in the jungle. They're going to find us. That's how that works.
Well, in the
Gorillas
base.
in the
In the
mist.
base.
There were
Gorillas in the base.
There
We
were
only killed like
stairs.
5 of them. I'm sure there's more gorillas hanging out.
So to remind
How
you from
many
last
Nazi gorillas could there
To
be?
remind you from last time, Misdirection was able to locate several guerrilla scientists inside the bunker, and as you said, you do still have one guerrilla soldier who did surrender to you at the end of the conflict.
Frank.
Frank
I
the
do-
gorilla. Thank you for that, chat.
Rosie does have a sixth sense for danger, and I would like to see, do I feel any danger around us, since I'm
Sure.
a little bit more
Yeah, give me
rosy
a
right
roll.
now? Oh, which means I get to roll these. That's a success.
That's a 1 and a 1. That's a
That's
critical
huge
success.
Huge success. You are quite convinced that there is no danger for days.
There are no gorillas
I just wanted to get that over with and say it now.
Yeah,
So there's no gorillas in the whole compound?
nearby.
You are quite convinced, having gone and explored the bunker through your misdirection persona, there was no one else inside who you saw who would have been much of a threat. You have not seen any sign of the guerrilla scientists, but you do know enough of how they were conducting themselves that you really don't think they would be. It's just such a super-powered group. They're of no problem. No, never mind.
It's a good thing you're with us. We could do a gorilla roundup.
Indeed. I also, can I track them?
Inside the bunker?
No, outside the bunker. See if there are tracks of fleeing gorillas.
No sign. You would have seen someone leaving. I mean, there's plenty of tracks around about.
We were
people
watching
coming
the
and
entrance
going.
the whole time.
Since I, as Bombshell, am an android and can use computers deftly, can I find a computer and hack into it so that I can try to
Are you
figure out...
going inside the bunker?
I believe we are inside the
We
bunker.
have to go inside
You've
the
never
bunker.
established that you were going.
We kind of have to drop in through the ceiling now because we caved in the door.
Well, I can fly in there.
Okay.
Need a ride?
Oh no, I'm good.
All right. I'll go fly into.
Same.
I think you all have flight, don't you?
I don't, but in 2 quick teleports, I'm inside.
Fantastic.
Ghost
so
fly.
you guys find yourselves in the hallway, the entryway into the bunker. You notice that there are unconscious and badly wounded Nazi gorillas. Oh.
So
Bing.
what's happening is alerts from Hyper coming through, which doesn't make sense.
Oh, alerts from Hyper coming through. Interesting. Okay.
Because I have no alerts up.
So if we don't, would it be easier if I just made a noise and just read the thing to them? I can do
so
that. We're beta testing the buffs, and because we're not using the actual interface through Hyper RPG right now, it's a little bit of a wonky situation.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine.
So Zach's streaming right now, so alerts from whatever he's getting is coming through, and I don't know why because I have no alerts up whatsoever.
Interesting. Huh. Well, we can go ahead and run. I mean, if you want to run some of the voice to text stuff, or text to speech stuff, we could just do that.
Yeah. I can definitely do that. So.
So we're in the bunker?
You're inside the bunker.
Yes!
It's dimly lit. The emergency lighting is kicked in. When you blew up the ceiling, it did do some damage to the electrical systems and such, but they do have a generator, so you can see. Lights are flickering a bit. From deep inside the bunker, you can hear the occasional heavy panting breathing of a scared-to-death gorilla scientist.
Okay.
All right.
Some of them
We
have
should track them
probably-
down and tie them up.
Oh, there we go.
Seems like a good time for a hashtag meta moment X2 good luck team.
Yeah,
There you go.
thank
So that's 2
you.
meta moments for you as a team. If one of you would like to track that,
The meta moments are where we move.
that's the one that allows you to slide up and down on the slider.
Do we have any left over from last session?
We should have 4 left.
You're gonna. Sure, you've got.
We had 4, so.
You have 3 left over from the last session.
And now 2. So
Then we-
Yeah, so you have 5 total.
And that's a group number, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So you find yourself inside the bunker. As I said, the lights are flickering a little bit, and you're trying to figure your way through it. Misdirection's been here once before, so I'm assuming you take point.
misdirection.
Yes.
You start winding your way in. This bunker is it's not a maze. It's pretty straightforward in terms of the layout. You know that there are some offices past down the hallway, probably about 20 meters or so. And then beyond that, you're going to start running into the research labs and some of the quarters and other, the armory and things like that.
Okay, so I'm going to try to approach this a bit like a bank robbery. As there is a power grid and it's a little messed up, I'm going to enter it and see where it goes, and then come back and report.
You can do that, can't you?
Yes, I can!
Yes, okay, sure.
Assuming I can roll well enough. Oh, but it's on my hero sheet, so I think I got it.
You probably got it. Give me a roll.
Let's see, I need
Miracle
to
dynamic
roll under
powers.
18. I did it!
He did.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So you say,
Yeah, I'm going to see if it goes not just into this building, because you said it kind of branched off into maybe other
I see what you're
areas.
saying.
So
you
I'm
pop yourself into the electrical system and you start
Looking
your
around.
way through the conduit, kind of feeling your way, figuring out where things are going. You find a break towards the front, which you anticipated. Within the bunker itself, it seems to be self-contained.
So
You notice that the heaviest amount of electrical work and such seems to be down towards where the research labs are, which makes sense.
So,
Okay.
Dr. Dynamo, can I make my way to where you found those research labs? Because I'm assuming they would have good computers or something.
Yeah, no, just down this
Down
hole,
there.
third door on the left.
All right. I would like to travel down the hall, the third door on the left, so I can get into the research lab and see what kind of computers they have. I mean, I realize that it's 1960, but
So they're the size of a bunker.
Yes. You walk in and they actually have some very high-tech hybrids between
I was
a
hoping.
mini, a personal computer and the 1960s big old fatty
Okay,
things.
I hack in there.
Technical term.
My goal, I would like to hack in there,
Uh-huh.
and I want to, as my cyborg self, glean all the data on where other bunkers and maybe the main headquarters for the gorillas.
I see what you're saying. So why don't you give me a roll on computer usage?
Okay, and since I am on Bombshell, I will use my D10s. I got an 8.
Okay, so you succeeded by a decent amount, yes.
Yes.
So you spent a little bit of time typing away, hacking away. While she is doing that, what is everyone else up to?
I am going to make sure that any of these gorillas are contained, tied up, bound, knocked unconscious.
Yes, they're
rounded
very
up into a
contained.
lockable
That sounds
room.
good. One of the side offices, you're able to start pulling them in there. Is anyone helping you, or are you doing this by yourself?
I'm helping you as the shield maiden.
So the shield maiden and the shroud start double teaming some of the gorillas and pulling them into some of the one of the offices to
Apparently
get
we're not
them
doing phrasing
off
anymore.
to the side and out of the way. What about you?
In my
Misdirection.
ghost form, I want to fly above the compound and just see if I can see anything nearby.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Even if there's like trees, and if I can't see the bunker, but if there's no more trees in an area, that looks suspicious, I would
Makes
say.
sense. So you are able to make yourself incorporeal without
And fly way up.
anything. So you then pop through, you pop up, you fly through the ceiling, you take a look around, and it's still dark from earlier, so you can't see all that far.
Correct.
Must be pretty though.
Does anybody have any heightened senses of any kind? Oh, wait.
Everybody give me a mind check.
All right. Dynamo
Wherever
is
you are
mine.
right now.
Dynamo is not the smartest doctor I've ever played, I'll tell you what. Nope.
Nope.
Was it like to notice something?
No, I want you to see, it's a memory check, basically.
Dead on.
If I'm here,
Made
is
it?
it which mind do I use?
From where you are, go ahead and use your player mind from there, since you're to the side.
My player.
What are we
also
trying
know.
to roll?
Under that.
But the shroud did. So at some point, if you want, you can remember and point out to the others that you did see the attaché, the officer, sir, was hanging out in one of the other offices, the one actually that you just pulled in all of those guards into, and
Looks like you could use some more help. Hashtag Godim, hashtag Metaverse, hashtag Meta Moment X3.
Thank you.
there's 3 more meta moments for
Thank
you guys
you.
to be able to use. You
This time?
are able to remind yourself that that Sir was hanging out in this office, and that there is a desk there, and there are filing cabinets. There's other stuff going on in that office.
Well, I'll start looking through all of that, of course.
Okay. So the
See if anything is attached.
The desk drawer is locked.
It's locked.
Yes.
I'm strong. Am I done with
I know somebody is good
I
at
can-
burglary.
I am. Yes. I am very good at burglary.
And you're in there with him, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Plus,
Shield maiden
you're
is
also
good at burglary?
You're also very strong. You could just yank the drawer out.
Well, yeah.
She's in the middle, so
Right in the
Aquamarine
middle.
is good at.
What are you gonna do?
Well, it's locked. I'm going to. I would like to use my skills of picking locks.
Okay.
And I know.
So
File cabinets
you've got
really
those
well.
with you. And
Would you?
Oh yeah, in my hair. That's why.
in
So
your
you
hair?
tap into your abilities
Yes.
and such. So go ahead and give me a roll on your burglary
Yeah.
check.
Ooh. Oh!
7.
Oh yeah, you pick it. You don't even need to use your kit. You just one of Shield
With your
Maiden
fingernail.
happened to have one long fingernail. She was preparing for the 80s,
This one.
and so she just popped it in, did a little bit of work, and clicks it, and
There's
pull
your
it open.
files.
Well done, we've opened the file
And sitting
cabinet.
in that
Mission
locked
accomplished.
filing cabinet is the attaché case.
Yay!
Let's open it.
Oh,
I touch it.
For
was very
context,
helpful.
Misdirection never said that she actually looked inside anything when she was scouting out.
I
She just
didn't.
did a very quick peek around to see if
And
the
then read the
attaché case
newspaper for 5
was laying
minutes.
out.
But I
Which it was not.
Body,
Which it
you
was
read a
not.
German newspaper for 5 minutes and
I
you
was-
could have been poking around his office.
I was trying to play along with the act
Trying to play
of being
cool.
him.
I'm so amused. So
Is it a key
I got
or a
it.
combination lock?
it was a key because she popped into
We
it.
should go check. No, I mean on the attaché case.
It's got a combo on it.
Oh, easy. I can do
Try
that.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. That's what I put on my luggage.
Yeah, burgle it.
So go ahead. Are you gonna try again?
Yeah.
Give me a roll.
Oh, that's high.
What'd you get? What's your total?
21.
21. No, somehow you're not quite able to get that one.
Break it.
This is difficult.
Mr.
Am I
Action
still
can
on
give
the
it a
computers?
shot.
Yes. So, Bombshell, what you've discovered as you've been hacking into the computers is that you are well, I'll tell you in just a second. We'll deal with all this first.
Okay.
Can't you just reach in and grab whatever's in it out?
No, because it's solid.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Can't you grab it and then pull it out while you're not solid still, since you can grab things? Wouldn't that make it not solid
You could
too?
make your
I mean, your clothes don't really not go through stuff.
You could just try ripping it open.
Oh, I mean, I can burgle it too.
Okay. Oh, nice.
But I'm +2. Oh, yeah, no, that's a fail.
Okay.
No, it's not. +2.
I'm gonna take a screwdriver and
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna
15.
wedge
Oh, he's
it
got it. I got
underneath.
15 exactly.
Oh, congratulations.
Ha!
Okay, so you start fiddling around with the.
We
the
were
various,
almost spoiled by a briefcase.
You know, I know. You start
was
fiddling
spoiled by
around
that
with
chair.
the.
Nice skills.
Thanks.
You start fiddling around with the dials, and you realize that it's an alphabetical dial.
Oh.
It's not numbers. And just on a hunch, just to try it, you.
I type in Nazi.
No, it's gorilla.
It's gorilla. It was one of the two. It was one of the two.
No, it's gorilla.
The password is banana.
I wish I'd thought of that first. That would have been it. But no, so you pop it open, and inside you see several files that you obviously Sir had been carrying with him in this case.
What's on the files?
It's in German.
Oh, if only we had someone who spoke German.
Let me read them.
And yes, high is bad in this system.
Yeah, we want low.
Yeah, low rolls are
Oh,
best in
yeah.
this system.
Low rolls.
And so depending on where we are, we roll different sized dice that
So
impact.
you take a look at it.
Yes.
So as you start fumbling through the files and such, what you notice is that these seem to be references to some research being done on the conversion of human beings
Oh, no.
Into gorillas?
into gorillas.
Oh, that doesn't sound
What?
comfortable.
That's insane.
Well, I mean, it does explain a few things. Though.
How are they doing this conversion? Is it with a serum? Is it what's
Big fancy
It's-
machine.
Is that in the-
Nothing specific seems to be in there. What you're seeing is some test results.
Oh.
What are?
And the test results indicate that the most recent trials have been successful, and that the time of onset from infection to manifestation has been very fast. In game terms, a matter of rounds.
Oh,
That's
goodness.
great.
Which, as we all know, can be either
doesn't-
seconds or hours, depending on whether or not you're
doesn't
fighting.
sound like foreshadowing for our future battle at all.
No.
Bombshell. As
I'm on the
you
computer.
are on the computer,
I know
and
nothing
hacking
about
in-
this, right?
Yeah, you don't know what's going on here. You're off by your lonesome, digging into the computers. You find a couple things. You find a prototype version of Tetris, which distracts you for a little bit because a game of this caliber won't exist for a good 20 years.
Oh, bombshell.
Cool.
You know, and unfortunately,
It's the most
it's
amazing
developed-
thing I've
I know,
ever
it's
seen.
developed in the Soviet Union, so it won't
With
even
this
help
technology,
these
we
poor
could
people.
rule the entire world.
It's like an aura of distraction.
Like,
But you also, as you're going through here, you find you actually see one file labeled "Global Thermonuclear War," and you decide
Don't
not
put
to click
that
into
one-
that
Yeah, don't open that one.
because in 20 years you'll get that joke. No one really. Please tell me someone has seen War Games.
Yeah, no,
Well, we got-
we're all
Okay,
we're all
thank you.
almost as old as you.
Right? Very young.
Some of us.
Very young.
So, but what you also see as you dig in there is you see some additional stuff. It will eventually you'll figure out it's related to that. But these are some schematics.
Schematics.
and can I download them into
These
my being?
are schematics for the development.
Pretty sweet.
Oh,
I won't try to spell it, but Crash knows what to do. Hashtag lead hashtag HackSorX1.
so you get
you go.
one elite Haxor for
Yeah.
Crash. For those who don't know, Crash has the ability to bend reality and attack multiple targets at once without any penalty through his buff.
It's cool.
And when we have the store up and
It's
running
Death
next
Blossom.
week, you'll be able to check all that out all you want.
Was that a
that is a
reference
cool thing
to
that he
another
can do.
old movie?
Yes, another reference to another
the
old.
schematics.
So the schematics are for the for building a missile.
Oh.
What
A
kind?
missile with some sort of chemical warhead.
A gorilla missile.
Oh, dang, that's going to be a problem.
And
Does it say
that's
where
what you
it is?
find. And you also see several indications of what did I say? Some inventory logs and such for supplies that would have been. You're pretty sure that these are invoices for food purchases and things like that. And you notice a lot of bananas.
Am I able
It
to
had to be said.
download all of the information that I'm getting from this computer into my own CPU so that I can keep it with me?
Give me a computer roll.
Okay. 9, 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you got
I
it.
got it.
Okay, so you use your elite 1960s hacking abilities to somehow interface with this foreign computer.
This is a card. Got it.
Yeah, you pull out some punch cards, you shove them
Where
in,
do
then you
where do
shove
you
it in
put
your
it?
back. Ticker tape.
I have a punch.
There are some questions
You know where you
don't
keep
want
a,
the answer
You know
to.
where you keep a disk drive in 1962? In a truck.
So you're able to access this information, so now you will have this with you anywhere and
Yes.
everywhere that you go.
Perfect. That's what I wanted. Now I go meet up with them because I found things I want to.
What did you find?
I found schematics for a bomb that has chemicals in it.
A missile.
And a missile.
A missile.
that
Surface
has
to air
chemicals.
or shot from a plane?
Oh, let's download that.
Surface to surface.
Surface.
Surface to
no.
surface.
Does it give the location of where they're going
Long
to blast
range?
it from?
I got the schematics and I got invoices. I didn't get plans. I don't
Well,
think.
is there an address with it?
I
Let
would
me-
call
let
it
me
an
look in.
intercontinental ballistic missile even.
Oh, dang.
Can I
They can fire from
can
Cuba.
I look at the schematics?
I don't know if I have a printer. Do I have a printer?
Give me a
Print it out
computer
your
roll.
mouth.
Can you just show them to me on the screen? Can I look into your eyes very deeply and watch television?
I like the idea
13,
that she's
yeah.
got a ticker tape in her mouth.
Yeah, sure.
Like-
Somehow you are able to. Why not? You have a jury-rigged printer device. We'll leave it at that. Mouth,
Nice.
sure. And you are able to and give him a. Hold it open and.
Thank goodness.
Oh, it's still warm.
It was not with all the
What does it
circuits.
say?
Okay, can I use I have engineering death ray as a specialty?
You do.
Can I actually use that? Since I'll never use
absolutely.
it again.
I like it. Yes, use it. Use it.
Just to see kind of like, okay, it's going to go about this far and land about, like,
absolutely. I like it.
I'm not a real scientician, so I don't know.
Scientician.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, hey!
You got it.
Hey, all right!
What'd you
You
get?
got it.
Right on.
You got right on?
I got right on.
Nine
Awesome,
on
you got
nine.
nine. Okay, so yeah, you were able to tell that based on what you can figure out from this device, this would have a range of definitely from here, and you're presuming Colombia because that's where the plane was originally headed.
Right.
You would be easy to hit the States from here. In fact, you could even hit Europe.
Oh, dear.
Even Europe.
From Colombia.
Well, the good news is they can hit Europe from here.
Because
The bad news is they can also hit the United States.
And Africa.
Is there only one missile?
well, it's a plan for a missile, so they can.
It's the
probably
plans
make
for a missile,
As
that's all
many
you can
missiles
tell.
as they
That's all.
want.
Yes, with plans, you can actually build as many as you have materials.
I don't need
that-
your sass right now, Dr.
All right.
Dynamo.
Fine.
All right, so we need to find the place that could make the missiles, so we can stop the making of the missiles.
Correct.
That's a good plan, Bombshell.
Thank you.
That's very
Maybe
logical.
we should interrogate one of the gorillas, the
gorillas?
scientist gorillas, and ask them where the missile.
I'll do it. I mean,
You love these gorillas so much, I can tell.
no, I happen to have a few.
I know one that actually seems to be responding very well to my gun.
If
Right.
I flipped back over to Jenica, she has interrogation and intimidation, and she
Use
could
it.
psychobabble some of those gorillas.
You could use
Yeah, I don't
the
have any of
move.
that stuff, but I have electricity.
Just make your choices.
You could use one of our meta moves, and you could get a little bit better roll for that interrogation.
I'm,
Use two and slide on
I
down the
think I'm
road.
going to use 2. Thank you,
Okay,
chat.
there you go. Do it.
Two.
And if I fail, then you can use electricity.
I also
Okay.
have
And
if that
I like
fails-
being the backup plan. That's all right.
So
that fails,
you
we'll
guys
just use
leave
my
the
gun.
bunker and you go back to the tied up, roped up Gorilla.
No, I want a
Gorillas.
gorilla scientist.
In the
Gorilla
office.
scientist.
Yeah, the one in the office.
Oh,
We've
okay,
got them
the
all
ones-
gathered together.
Frank
The ones that
Jr.
know things.
Okay, so the scientists were not actually the ones who were hogtied, because those were the ones who were unconscious. But you do find a couple of the scientists who were cowering in various janitorial closets and such under desks. And yeah, you set one down in a chair. And what's your approach? Is
Well,
it nice? Is it scary?
Shield Maiden is with me, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So I'm going to talk through Shield Maiden, who knows German, because these gorillas only know German, correct? All right. Gorilla, scientist gorilla.
Scientist gorilla.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that life is really terrible for you right now, but we need to know some information, and we need to know it now.
I communicate that identically in German.
Exactly like that, right?
With nuance and facial expression as well.
I appreciate that. I'm
Yeah.
glad that there was nuance.
Oh, sure, rub it in that she can't move her face.
I'm compensating.
Actually, as you begin speaking to this scientist and going through this process, the scientist gorilla kind of looks at you for a moment. Is he bound or?
Yeah, we have.
He's
They're all
tied
kind
up?
of like bound. Yeah, they're gorillas. We're not going to have.
Oh, yeah,
them.
I
You went
bound.
around hog-tying gorillas for
Bound-
like half an
So
hour.
He looks at you for a
excited.
moment and says, doesn't say that, but someone says something.
Clearly this is your building block, so here's some foundational hashtag meta moment X3 hashtag move that slider.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Woo!
you got 3 more. You're sitting on 9 by my numbers.
Thank you.
And
You guys
by
can start using
ours
those.
as well. I see we use the
So as,
same math.
as you see there, he says, I speak English.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, he
Woo!
speaks English.
Yeah.
I got that. Thank you. All right, so
I want to
we
be done.
need to
Yeah,
know.
I was born in Oregon.
Really?
Was?
Wait, are you? Okay, I have so many things to ask you, Gorilla. Now here's the thing. I'm going to ask you these
He's a
questions, and you are going to answer me because if you don't, I'm going to have him electrocute you, and he really likes to electrocute you.
Oh, I do.
I'm convinced, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good. So, are you?
I'm just a little scientist.
Are you? Were you always a gorilla?
Gorillas are not native to Oregon.
So no. Okay, you are a person. And the next thing we need to know, and we need to know it right now, is where are the other gorilla people making the weapon, the missiles that have chemicals in them?
That's above my pay grade. I don't deal with that sort of thing. I've been here at the bunker for the
Electrocute him.
Last.
You sure?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know these things. I don't.
Can we go back to pay grade for just a second?
Sure.
What do they pay you in? Like, is it dollars or Deutschmarks or bananas? What is it?
Well, I mean, there's a pretty decent benefits package.
Maybe it's
You
girl.
know, I've
girl.
got full dental, which is really nice now.
With all the teeth.
Yeah. I mean, back before the gorillification project or process.
When was
You
that?
know. Oh, you kind of lose time. I've been doing 8 months, maybe 9.
Okay, wait. You said pay grade. You get paid in things. You have a dental program.
Yeah.
Where does the check come from?
From my boss.
Yes. What's the address on the check?
I bet it's Bank of America.
I don't know. I mean, my boss just, I've got direct deposit.
That is not a thing.
That is not something that exists.
Who is your boss?
What do you mean, who's my boss?
Well, you know how your boss signs your paychecks? What's it say there at the bottom?
Oh, it says, Howie.
Howie.
I really, really think he's lying, and I want you to
Howie
zap him a
Simpkins.
little bit.
Howie Zenkins. Howie Zenkins. You know, I think the gorilla lips are making it difficult for you to enunciate
No,
properly.
it's Howie Jenkins.
Howie Zenkins.
Yeah, he's the lead researcher here in the
Howie-
site. Are you zapping me?
No, I was almost going to zap you, but I've decided against it now. The lead researcher. Where's he?
Somewhere in the facility.
Okay, I don't believe this gorilla. I don't believe this gorilla.
Do you want me to zap him? I'll zap him.
Is he lying?
No.
No, he's telling the truth.
Do you know who
Now I don't
would
need
know
to zap
some? Do you know who would know something?
All of us scientists, we just stay here. Like that's.
But Howie might know something.
That didn't answer my question.
Howie might know. Yeah, I mean,
Where
he's
is
been
Howie?
out of the bunker off and on.
Where is Howie?
Somewhere in the building.
Somewhere in the building. I don't know.
Ah, let's find Howie. Is there?
There was an explosion. We all went running. I mean, no offense, but dealing with people like you is not something we do a lot.
You mean people?
hairless?
Yeah, people. Yeah. I guess I used to be one of you, so I should
If I
probably...
could have all of you gorillas' attentions, answer one at a time a simple question. Do you know where any of the other facilities are? And I'm going to start pointing to each and every one of them.
I didn't know there were more than me, so give me
There's
a
a
second.
whole bunch of them in a room.
Oh, okay, so
Tied
you've
up.
got more than...
We've got a room full of hog-tied gorillas.
Yeah, we put
Okay,
all
okay,
of them
I'm
in
with
the-
you, I'm with you. Okay.
in that office
So sure,
space.
so just to cut to the chase then, you go down the line, and yeah, you figure out that none of the gorillas who are there know where anything would be.
And they're all telling the truth.
They're all telling the truth.
My next question is, do any of them know where Howie Zimkiss?
Zim zap.
I had said Simpkins, you heard Zenkins, so I went with what you said. So
Simpkins,
he's
Zenkins.
Simpkins Zenkins, it's hyphenated.
Oh, yes.
Do any of them know where he is right now?
The
Or
last
what?
time anyone saw Howie, he was getting ready to go take a smoke break.
Do those have to be done outside?
No, it's
the
1962. No. Why would you have to take that outside?
I don't know. I keep hearing things on the television.
Is there medical equipment still usable in this facility?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 of our meta points here
Okay.
to move closer to misdirection. Can I take a blood sample from this guy to look at his physiology to see if there's a way to reverse what happened?
Ooh.
If you need any help with that, I also, as Jenica, have medical things.
Oh.
Rosie seems a bit too fond of that rope of hers, but I guess I shouldn't judge number 2 each their own hashtag folk wisdom.
Thank you.
I think that was 2 folk wisdom for you.
It was, and
Yeah.
I do love that rope, girl, boy, whoever you are, person.
2 off of the
I get a
Total.
+2 what?
2 off of the total.
No, she gets
no.
she gets 2 of her.
Oh, she moved. I
moved
got
2
you.
of them.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And my folklore does what?
It gives you a +4 bonus on a skill check.
Thank you.
All right, sweet. And if you need help with the medical blood
Well, thank goodness
taking,
that
I
came
have
in because
that.
I'm about to do a skill check.
Yes, thank you.
That's true. You are.
And I'm in the middle, so
You
I
need
can
to
use
declare it before you roll it.
I'm using it.
Okay.
+4. And this is physiology.
You can't fail. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
That was a 16.
Yeah, you were
4,
absolutely.
so
You
yeah.
are able to fully and completely draw that blood like nobody's business.
And see
He
if
didn't
there's
even
a reverse
hurt him.
process.
He didn't even notice
He didn't
you
even.
did it.
Might be a little pinch. Oh, there wasn't.
There wasn't. He was. You should be a phlebotomist. It was that skillful. Yeah. So you're gonna start doing some research on it. If you can find a way to reverse this, is that what I'm hearing?
Like a antidote.
Yeah.
Okay, because you did find those files in the attaché, and you've been digging into the computers.
And I also have medical, so we can work together if that's
Okay,
a thing.
so I tell
And I've
you
been
what.
threatening gorillas with
oh,
lightning.
no, okay.
Basically, that's my.
I tell you what. So why don't you guys give me another roll each on that?
On which?
The same medical stuff you were doing.
Okay.
Yes.
9, total
I got a 9
Right.
and I'm under mine, so I'm good.
How much did you succeed by? That's the sort of
I
thing that'll be
succeeded
helpful
by
for me.
3.
By 3?
I succeeded by 8.
Awesome. That's I think what's going to be most helpful for me going now is to know how much you succeed by.
Okay,
Good to know.
succeed by.
Because knowing that you succeeded is half of the information that's useful.
Okay, got it.
So now we know. Now we all know. So it's going to take you a while. This is not something you're going to crack out in.
But maybe they can do some interrogating while we.
So while that's going on, and you guys have left the room to go start doing that with these blood samples, so the 3 of you are still facing all of these gorillas, correct?
Yeah.
I've now figured out that you've gotten all of the gorillas from the facility into one room. I apologize. I fully thought you had one gorilla that you were talking to was tied up, is the way I understood.
We were
it.
trying to address them one at a time.
So now,
after
so you've
all,
got
like
them all there.
individuals.
So what you're able to figure out is that you're dealing with 2 different types of gorillas. You have the you've got the big brute. You've got the
Franks.
soldiers
Soldier gorillas.
like Frank, and
Franks.
And the
those-
ones with glasses.
Beans.
And then you've got the ones with glasses. Those ones are much smaller. Those ones appear to be the gorilla-fied humans. Those scientists.
So they're smaller than regular gorillas.
And they
Yes.
have glasses?
They have
have
glasses.
Yes, nearsightedness is a side effect of the gorilla serum.
Is.
apparently.
Myopia is a side effect of gorillification for human beings.
Well, that's going to be helpful in determining which ones are which.
The other things change as well, but we won't go into that.
Well,
This
we're
is a
learning about
family
that
show.
right now.
The average gorilla is
Family show.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
the average gorilla is a 2-inch. Yep, 2.
Yeah.
Pinky.
2. And that's English system. That's nothing.
That's that metric. Anyway, what?
We're researching. But
Oh, so you're researching. Okay,
researching.
so you continue to play around with
clearly a
the.
slide.
We're guarding a room full of gorillas.
Yeah.
Okay. So you continue to try and interrogate the gorillas. Is that what I'm coming out of this? So yes, you're able to determine that the smaller gorillas, ones with the glasses and such, are these gorillified human beings. Most of them seem to have been gorillified over the past, within the past year.
And
most
they're
of
not
them-
all from
and most
Oregon?
of them seem to have been working
they're
here.
drawn from various locations across the world, not just from the United States.
And most of them seem to have only been working here.
The ones who have been gorillified have been staying in this bunker, correct?
So then I want to narrow towards the remaining guards.
Okay.
Really?
The big gorillas, because
Before
they
you-
probably had guard duty in different locations.
Before we leave the human gorillas, do they have something in common? Like they all had the same job before they were turned into gorillas?
I want to ask them what they used to do when they were humans.
So they're all still tied up as well, is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. So give me a seduction roll or an interrogation, whatever along those lines.
Persuasion.
Can I
Persuasion, seduction,
can I move
interrogation.
closer to my
Burn some
player?
points. You can always do it.
use a
Just
point,
burn some
yeah,
points and
if
do
you
it.
Okay.
You don't have to ask me, just do it.
Moving closer towards aquamarine.
We're at six.
Perfect.
Okay. No. Yes. These are correct. No, they're these. These ones.
yes, those ones.
Woo!
Yeah.
She got a 9.
How much
What were
is
you
this
using?
by?
Your
Seduction.
She succeeded by 11.
I succeeded by 11. You see.
Just what we need, Aquamarine. A bunch of horny gorillas.
Gosh.
They were
Yeah,
horny
it's been a
before
long
I got
time
here.
It's been a long time since we've had any,
Yeah.
any human women down here. It's just so nice to meet you all.
It's so
You're
nice
so
to meet all of
pretty.
you too. Thank you. So are you inside?
Why, thank you. It's like you really see the real me.
Oh, I do.
I don't really like being gorillified, to tell the truth.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, back in the real world, I had a girlfriend.
What was her name?
Her name was Patrice.
Patrice.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Oregon.
Yeah, because we're still talking to him.
Right.
Howie.
No, Howie's the boss.
So no, I thought you were talking to the guards, right?
Oh, I was talking to the ones that
Okay,
were
so the humans, yeah. So you're talking to him, yeah. So
Yeah.
it was. That's right, because you're going to do the guard, you're going to do the thing.
Yeah.
So much meta. Patrice, we were going to be engaged before I was gorillified.
What did you do before you were girlified?
Oh, I was a research scientist in zoological sciences.
Oh, zoological sciences.
Yep,
Oh, wow.
it's a thing.
It is.
And so now
was a
what
zoopus.
do you research?
Well, my specialization here has been looking at how to make the. You're so pretty.
Hey, so are you. Don't forget.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The how to ensure that the grillification process try to minimize some of the harmful side effects.
Oh, like your glasses.
What kind of side effects?
Well,
I'm not even-
I mean, the myopia is something I can live with. Many people have myopia, and it's
Sure.
not something to judge.
And glasses are great.
Yeah, no, I think they make people look intelligent.
They do.
And sexy is all else.
And
So
size.
sexy. So what else? What are
Size
the other
doesn't-
side effects?
Oh, well, death.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So far, the gorillization process only has a success rate of about 13 to 14%.
Oh.
What happens to the rest?
Death.
Painful death?
Pretty painful death. I mean, it depends. Most of them don't make enough sound to make it clear if it's painful or not. But based on their facial expressions and general affect, it seems to be a liquefaction of their insides.
Oh my. So
Wait, how did you do that?
of you
Done.
all, all of you awesome scientist gorilla types.
Yeah.
What do you have in common that makes it so that your beautiful insides don't liquefy?
Lucky. Yeah.
Luck.
I want
Just-
to use some of Bombshell's telepathy to talk to her for a second, even though we're in a different room.
Yeah.
Like, please don't turn on this crazy gorilla so much that he misses the point. Get on it.
Okay. I asked through my brain
you
what
just
if there's
tell her to
anything more
finish him off?
specific I
No,
should
no, no.
know.
He's just,
Did you say?
Can we not hear this conversation?
no, we're in a different room. We're researching. I can kind of hear it because I'm like,
Well,
in her
if
brain.
you can hear it, can we? I mean, that was a really good question about their insides, and we're currently looking at his blood. Do we see it?
Do we see anything in their
It's
blood?
going to take you a while to do this research.
Oh.
Like, you're not going to figure this out in 5 to 10 minutes, an hour.
We're awesome.
Thanks
You're
so
trying.
much for
You're
chatting.
trying to retroactively. You're trying to. Oh, screw
using
it.
gorilla
Two-shot
super
beta
science.
test, so to hell with everything. Give me a friggin' another medical roll, both of you.
I got it.
9.
I'm right on.
You succeed by what? That's what I want to know.
I beat by 8.
And I'm right on.
Okay, so here's what you're able to figure out, because I want to move forward. Love of God, people. So here's what you're able to figure out. You were able to figure out that these scientists, there doesn't really seem to be any pattern to who survived and who didn't, other than it really was just a matter of odds. You know, you run through enough trial subjects, eventually some of them are going to come through on the other end. They seem to have been selecting mid-tier scientists. They didn't want to take the top.
don't want to
minds in the
gorillify the
field,
really good
so
ones.
everyone would notice what was going on, and they were pulling them from various locations around the world so that it wouldn't be seen quite as quickly. But over the last year or so, you're able to determine that they have probably kidnapped upwards of 300 scientists from across the planet, all with various specializations.
That GM is super sexy. I would watch this show any day. Hashtag self-promotion. Hashtag feature not a bug. Hashtag now that is meta.
I like that. That's a good one.
Well, they called you sexy. What's not to
Yeah,
like?
yeah. Well, they didn't call me. I wrote all of these. Don't get me wrong. I wrote all of these.
All right.
So, Meta Meltdown.
Chad is confused on your superpowers.
Yeah, I can see that.
So Meta Meltdown.
That's just a side effect. It's not an actual power.
It's Aquamarine.
Hey, let's roll with
That's
this.
a
okay?
player ability, not
So here's the thing that just happened though. The Metal Meltdown. That is a D6 roll to determine what is going to happen for you for the next round. And so what I just rolled tells me that the next time each one of you rolls now, instead of rolling 2 die, roll 3 die and pick your best 2.
Oh, hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got lucky on that one.
All right, sweet.
So sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad
Correct.
thing.
Sometimes
Gotcha.
Meta Meltdown is useful and sometimes it hurts you.
All right.
And if we get into combat, it can hurt you a lot, just depending on what's going on.
Well, yeah.
I shouldn't say if, when, we will. So you're able to determine that about 300 of the scientists have been kidnapped over the last year or so, gorillafied to the best of their abilities. Most of them did not survive the process, but they have been able to stockpile a collection of probably a good 40 or more, give or take, gorilla scientists. A few of them are at this second base. Their focus has been on looking at ways to deal with some of the harmful side effects like death,
Right, that's a pretty harmful side effect.
and streamline the process and make it more efficient. But the bulk of them, you're able to figure this out from all of your work with the various folks that you've been dealing with. The bulk of them have been focused on something else, and that is that they have been working on how to spread its virulence,
To weaponize it.
how to weaponize it more effectively. And as near as you can figure, within the last couple of weeks, the results seem to indicate that they have figured out how to take this from what was once a injectable process into an aerosolized
But
dispersal.
where
Not as
damn you?
efficient as a death ray.
Not as efficient as a death ray. This is true.
No, because the death ray kills 100% as opposed to 87.
87's good. I mean, it's good. It's
Could you
just,
stop admiring?
it's not 100, that's all I'm saying.
Please stop admiring the weapons of mass destruction that the guerrilla Nazis have made.
I am sorry if they're doing good work.
Yeah, I don't think they would
With
care.
making bad things. I mean, I think they should, let's just take them down and not steal any of their technology to use for the betterment of mankind.
At some point, we're going to have like a therapeutic discussion so I can delve into what is wrong with you.
So many things.
There is nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect. I'm reformed. I was evil.
So
now I'm
eventually,
good.
during your process of interrogating the guards, you are able to, as the Shroud was starting to talk about, determine that several of the guards, though, while the gorillafied humans have not been entrusted with much movement, the guards actually are a good source of information on where to look for the location.
Where?
Sweet.
Correct.
Is there a missile base?
And so, in conversation with Frank, the one who surrendered to you at gunpoint last time,
The smart one.
Good old
correct,
Frank.
he's able to give you the exact location of the main base, the launching facility and pad for the weaponized gorilla aura.
And now we can go take down the Nazi gorillas.
And their missiles.
Yeah, but we can't just bombard the place because the missile might go off and infect all of Colombia. So we're gonna have to just get in there.
Stealth mission?
I love stealth missions. It's my favorite. Less lightning, but
At least a stealth.
do we have to do a stealth mission?
Yeah.
Just
That
the
seems the best way to
penetration.
go.
Just the penetration.
I figured at least Shieldbane would be on with me on this one. You know,
Oh,
we could
but
storm the front
Aquamarine.
doors and right.
Yeah, that's true, but Aquamarine is more interested in being more cat-like. Like this.
Cat-like. I can start by doing some diplomacy. I could pretend to be a scientist, maybe that hasn't been gorillified yet, and
Do we know if they have any?
I don't know. Could we ask Frank?
Oh.
We could ask Frank. Do they have any ungorillified scientists?
None that he is aware of.
Wait a minute, I'm an evil scientist. If they have other evil scientists here, let's look at the roster of who is here, and if any of them are also evil scientists,
Do I have that in my?
it may
in
give
the
us an
schematics?
in.
Give me a roll.
As
Give
bomb
me a
shelter.
computer roll.
A computer roll. As
Right now, you are where you
I
are,
know.
so you
I
make
am
your
where I
decision.
am. All right.
You can slide anytime you
Yam
want.
where I am.
I think I'm going to slide just the one,
Okay.
so that I
Do
can
your thing.
make it less. Okay, come on. 6. Yes, I beat it by 4.
Okay, sure. Yes, you were able to find a partial roster of the evils of scientist names who have been selected for recruitment into this program.
Do you recognize any of them?
That guy's, I know who that is. Not evil, just a dick. I think we killed him earlier, accidentally.
When was that?
Nothing.
I mean, seriously.
Do I recognize any of the names?
Yes. You recognize 5 names.
Oh, goodness. Are any of them particularly evil? Like, could I run in the same evil mad scientist circles with them?
One of them is called Mr. Mischievous.
Has a name.
Oh, yeah. Another Death Ray guy.
Yeah. He wants. He's a wannabe supervillain.
Uh-huh.
He has
Those
no
are the worst.
superpowers, but he gave himself that name, and then went into a life of crime. And
And now he's a gorilla scientist.
you presume as much, assuming he survived the
Well, I
crime.
mean, if we could meet up with him, he'd be like, I mean, I'm kind of a big deal in the evil scientist community. I don't know
sure
if you
you
knew this or not, but my name still can open some bars. Doors.
Does he not know that death rays aren't mischief? I mean,
Not every Death Ray deals death, Shroud.
Why would you call
then
it?
why is it called a death ray?
Well, what are we gonna call it? A laser beam? What the hell is that? Never even heard of one of those. Death Ray.
Do we know that the list that I have regurgitated of these scientists do we know where they are? Are they all in this main base? Or they just happen to be recruited by the gorilla scientists?
Sure,
They're in the main base. All right, let's go to the
All
main
of
base.
them. They've all
let's go.
gone to the main base.
Get there.
Let's do this.
So yes, Frank is able to maneuver you in that direction.
Not going to lie, I would totally follow Aquamarine into the dark. Hashtag cult fatter. Hashtag preach.
There you go. So, Aquamarine, you just picked up 2 of your buff Go Deeper. That enables you to be ignored by a target for 3 rounds.
Awesome.
So you'll want to write that down. I'm not going to track it for you.
I have that power
Thank you.
in real life.
So, yes, Go Deeper. You have 2 of them. Anyway, so Frank can help you get over to the main base if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, we'll go for a little walk. Do they have...
This way. I mean, that way.
Which way?
I can't show you. Tied up.
I'll tell you what. We'll untie you as long as you give me your word that you're not going to try to run.
And then he'll electrocute you. if
I
you
can
go back on him.
lasso him.
I
Just take him
have
for a
no
walk.
incentive to lie to you.
So, you won't try to run.
We'll catch him if he does, and
5 of you.
electrocute him.
One of me.
You just have to answer yes or no, really.
No.
Telling the truth. I untie him. If he's lying, I give him to him.
Oh. So you got him lassoed now? You got him on a leash? Is that what's
Do
going
we
on?
want to leash him?
We don't need to.
If he's telling the truth, I will untie him.
Okay.
And I have now locked onto his bioelectrical signature, so if he tries anything at all, I'll stop his heart. I can't really do that.
It's okay, I have a gun, I can't.
Haha.
So Frank leads you through the brush and such in the direction that he indicated to you is where the...
Is it like a tour?
Here on the left,
Right? Does he give us a tour, or is
It's
it just
like a
straight through?
jungle.
The tree with the
And
most
if you look
fantastic
to your
mangoes.
left, you see where we throw poo-poo.
Yes, he gets you to the friggin' base.
I'm kind of excited about a gorilla tour.
A little tram, a
Disneyland.
little pith helmet.
There's a little
treatment.
hat with gorilla ears.
We could have gotten 4 more of the guards in a
We're an
sedan
actual
chair
gorilla.
and,
Yeah.
could have just ridden
Oh
in style.
my gosh, you people.
Hey, wait, we don't like being called that.
You gorilla? No, you're not gorillas. You're oh, for the love. Okay, so he gets you towards the base.
We see the base.
Yes.
Do not eat these leaves. Only eat these leaves. Continue.
I'm not gonna eat any leaves.
I'm not particularly hungry.
And you were able to determine, oh my goodness gracious, all the things. Give me a roll. And remember that you can give me a soul roll.
Oh!
I had that.
A soul.
Yeah, I remember you can roll 3 die this
beat
time.
mine
Pick your best
by-
2.
4.
3 die, pick your best 2.
3. Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
All right. I still beat mine by 3.
One, I will reroll
Okay.
that one.
So,
Beat it by 3.
Beat it by 3.
Okay, he points out to you
no, beat mine by
what you find, this time you're looking down on the base.
6.
Oh, it's
You
in my-
see what seems to be the ruins of some ancient civilization, but with lots of 1960s high-tech equipment and pipes and stuff going around it in a blinky, shiny light kind of way. Kind of general chrome feel going on.
I think this is the place.
And
Deduction.
Thank
and
you.
as you look around from your spotting point, did any of you beat it by more than 8? 8 or more?
I beat it by 6.
It's okay, I'll give you a circle. It's good enough. You were able to determine as you look around and Frank is explaining to you what you see, that there are, you can see clearly one complete missile launching location,
Like a silo?
a silo even, but you can also see what are clearly the indications that the gorillas are in the process of building 10 more silos.
The one silo is done. The one
is
silo is
clearly ready to go, and Frank confirms that. The other 10 are in process.
We need to take
They're not gonna finish them today, though, right?
Unlikely.
Okay.
done. So concentrate on the one that's already ready. And deactivate it.
Would you guys like me to become invisible, fly down there, and just unhook everything?
Well, that'll definitely slow them down.
Yeah. Keep them from getting us with the missile in the meantime.
And I assume unplugging things is less than 4 pounds, so I can stay invisible and do it.
4
hate
pounds
you
of
all.
torque.
I suddenly hate this avatar. Yeah, sure, screw it. We go down there, you can do some rolls.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
This avatar was built specifically to be annoying.
I'm noticing this. I'm glad she's part of the test run.
Can't
Like
fight.
burglary, right?
fight.
Is it, would you say burglary?
Yeah, sure. So I like this. I like this a lot.
His eyes got big. His eyes got big.
That's
Bring
not
it.
good.
Okay.
Bring it, Odie.
So misdirection. You decide to head down to the base. Is that correct?
Invisible.
Invisible in your incorporeal form.
Yep.
And you just go through into the silo. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. Well, with the missile that's done being built.
Oh, absolutely. No problem at all.
Yeah?
You go down. You find.
He's way too excited about this.
You find what can only be the control system for it.
I'm in constant contact with her with telepathy.
I love it.
Oh no.
What do you do?
I'm scared.
I'm scared too because he keeps moving his eyebrows.
He's so happy looking right now.
No. I'm scared of this character right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to Bombshell just to confer with the rest of the team here. Just unplugging it, right? I'm not gonna press any buttons.
What exactly are
It's
you
all hardwired
unplugging?
together, so you're not gonna be able to just unplug it. You will have to start
It was
fiddling
the
with
60s,
controls.
so I was hoping there was like a giant like plug. You know.
Oh, there's all sorts of plugs. You can pull whatever you
Latches
want.
galore.
I can pull whatever I want.
Pull anything.
Are there
that
any
you want.
signs around where you're
Yeah,
at?
they would be labeled. This is
Oh,
they
there
were
are
signing this.
Plenty of stuff labeled perfectly in German.
Just in case, here are 3 more hashtag meta moments for the hashtag.
We're going to
renegade
need
dummy
them.
hashtag
Yeah, we're going to hashtag need them.
Yeah, you've got 3 more meta moments.
Perhaps.
What if you say
um,
them phonetically to me?
yeah.
I will say them phonetically to
Exactly.
Megan.
Perhaps
and then
this
she
is the
can
time for the
translate.
mechanical and electrical
No, sure.
engineer.
I'll let you.
Good guys are the
yeah.
worst.
If we're connected telepathically, is it only through speech?
Yes,
So I can't see what she's saying.
correct.
All right,
So give me a soul roll to see your phonetics.
Me too.
that is a 9. I beat it by 1.
Awesome. Okay, so she has just given you the phonetic equivalent of what she thinks she's reading. Now I need you to please give another roll to tell me how you're doing on the passing of the information.
7-1. I beat my soul roll by 2.
Great. You're pretty sure that the first control system is directing that the first sign that she found says that the restrooms are down the hall.
Girl, those are the bathroom signs.
Pick some
Close
other sign.
elsewhere.
Okay. I pick another sign.
Great.
Oh, that's a big old fail.
How far?
Excellent.
How far is the silo from
How
where
much
we
did you
are?
miss by?
That's a 17 and my soul is 10.
Perfect. Okay, give me another roll.
I could just like
12.
acrobatically
so
get in there.
I missed by 2.
Perfect. Okay, so Aquamarine. Bombshell just told you in German. The sign says that if she pushes this button, it will turn off the system.
That's
Like
what
what-
it sounds like.
Are we sure we read that right? How confident do we feel about our reading?
You're totally confident. You made your roll. So you report this back. What do you do, Misdirection?
I pressed the button.
Perfect. A series of alarms start going off.
Oh, look at that! She got captured again.
And you see in glaring Arabic numerals, because thankfully for you, German and English uses the same number system, a countdown begins.
Countdown.
Guys,
Alarms are blaring.
It's counting
Is the silo opening?
The countdown, I rolled good for you. The countdown indicates that you have 30 minutes before this missile launches.
Okay.
And give me one more roll.
What, my soul?
Yeah, because now a screen has popped up. Oh, actually, you don't even need a roll because it's a map. It's an LED. It's not an LED map. It's those little red. You know what I mean? The diodes. Oh, it is an early LED actually. It's a series of diodes showing the entire globe, and the lights do this blinky like they're a missile arc. They go blink, 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 blink.
Washington,
There's options
DC.
all over the place on where they can target. And yes, this one goes and it lands in Washington D.C.
Well,
And we don't see any of this. No.
well, I'll tell you. I just
How far away?
So you're smart enough to know what this all means.
So there's a 30-minute cast. Wait,
How far away
Let
is
her do
the-
this.
I'm gonna talk
you're
to
talking.
Bombshell. So Bombshell, tell Dynamo that I did a really good job. And that
she
the
did a really
alarm
good job.
sounds are just victory sounds.
The alarm sounds are just victory sounds, apparently.
P.S. We have 30 minutes till Mitchell hits Washington, D.C. But the guys look great. Their uniforms, very slick.
What are they doing right now?
Damn it!
Okay.
All right, so we have 30 minutes. We gotta unhook this thing.
Are the
Once again, the stealth option has failed us.
are the silo
Terribly.
Are the silo doors open?
Yeah,
The
bombshell.
silo doors are starting to open on time.
How far away from us are they?
There was a time
You
about
can't reach them
3
right now.
minutes
You need
ago
to
where
get
they were
down
just
there.
going.
How far? Are they like 100 yards?
They're far enough. I think you need to run over there to get it.
All right.
So we can I fly over there?
I'm going to take
Definitely.
multiple jumps.
Sure, you can jump over that direction. Laura, I think now would be a great time for them to get their next buff.
I was thinking the same thing.
Thank you.
Oh, because you're hoping it's gonna be a bad one?
Now I know what it is.
Oh.
This seems like a good time to start over. Hashtag reset button.
Everyone moves to 0 on your
I'm already
on
there.
your sliders.
All right. I see what you did.
Yes. So, guerrilla guards are starting to freak out because they didn't anticipate a premature launch. It's very embarrassing. This never happens to them.
Really?
Yeah, really.
With an average of...
Well, 2 inches, you know. So the scientists are running around trying to do whatever, you know, scientists do in this moment, but because they're all gorilla-fied humans, several of them are just kind of stupefied right now.
Can I just... while they're running, can I just... Howie? Anyone? Howie? Do any of them stop moving?
No,
Any
nobody
recognition?
stopped. It's chaos. There's gorillas running all over the place.
what I
But a
pictured.
series of guards have moved in your direction.
But they still can't see me.
Can't see you
Or
because
hear
you
me.
have not manifested yet.
Oh, right.
What are you all doing?
Maybe if the guards come
Well, we have to
over,
get into the
they'll
bunker
fix
now.
it.
Okay, so you move down to the bunker.
Yeah,
That
we're
sounds great.
flying over to the bunker.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, maybe
like
the
it.
guards will just stop
That's what
it.
I'm like. Maybe the guards will just fix it.
No, they're evil Nazi gorillas. Once you turn it on, they probably can't back it out. It's like, oh, we don't have a reverse.
And so one of the scientists comes running over and does start pounding away on the control panel, actually,
Okay,
from what you're doing.
That's excellent. We like
And
it.
no, you didn't see what I rolled.
Don't do it.
It's the wrong gorilla.
Well, I mean, the gorilla is coming over to help, and because everyone's in a panic mode, and I did not make my roll. So the gorilla, as he's panicking and punching buttons and everything else, you see you see a little thing, the countdown timer, and what had said 30 minutes, the 3 just switched to 2. So now you have 20 minutes.
Guys, new party plan. Now it's 20 minutes.
He needs to relax.
We have 20 minutes.
Should we just write South America off?
No, it's heading toward Washington, D.C. So
But,
it'd be
I mean, if
all
I
of-
explode it now, we just write South
I
America
understand.
off.
Let's keep
I
that
was
as a
just
last
going to
option.
destroy the hydraulics for the large doors so that it doesn't open. And
I mean,
then
aren't
when it
half the
launches,
things in the jungles gorillas already?
Right, that's my thought.
So,
Fallback plan.
what are you gonna do?
I would like to get
You're probably the only one who can stop the actual countdown.
Like, is there a computer interface in this silo?
You're not.
So can you.
You guys have to tell me more clearly where you're going.
We're
what you're
fluing.
doing.
We're
going to
So
the
you're all going
fluing.
down where misdirection is. You're
Yep.
all,
Yes.
Yeah.
you've
We're all going to converge
used
where she is.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Are there computers?
That is clear.
Are there computers in this silo?
There are several computers out and about and whatnot. I'm really thankful that we chose a different buff sound because now when he's getting his random stuff, we know that isn't going to work. Like that sound normally tells me that something's happening in the show, but because we chose something else for this beta test, all the stuff that is happening in Zachland
Doesn't matter
to us, and we can ignore it easier. No, it's all good. We'll be all set for next week. Yes, there are several computer consoles.
Okay,
and
I
whatnot.
want to scooch over one, and then I want.
Did you mark off the point?
Yeah, and then I want to computer.
While you're at it, scooch 2 more for me going all the way over to Jebediah.
Okay.
And I am sitting in whatever looks like the main control computer station and doing the exact same thing.
Okay, Jebediah.
So
I'm going to shut this computer down.
And I'm trying to get the timer to turn off without detonating. I want to hack into the computer.
I understand. And actually, just because it's beta testing, I'm going to point this out, that if I understand correctly where you both are on your sliders, you should be sitting, you should have your glasses on.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's your
Sorry.
call.
I
It's
just moved.
something you both said you want to do in those
Yes.
situations,
Yes.
so I'm reminding you
I
now
appreciate that.
that it's a beta test.
Okay.
So as you guys start digging around with the computers and whatnot, everyone give me... Hell, you don't need to even roll for this. You become very aware of the fact that half a dozen guerrilla guards are running in your direction.
Oh, now
And they
there's
look
something
angry.
I can do.
Yes, I'm readying my shield.
And so we can get an initiative roll because guerrilla guards are going to be attacking while you're trying to do what you are doing.
Oh, that's great. So initiative.
And then we just add
And
this.
that's always
do D12, roll 2,
It's the
give me, I'm going to
D12.
go highest number.
Plus your ACV.
Plus your ACV.
13. Plus my ACV.
Plus your ACV.
Yeah.
So you
20.
Yep.
15.
So are you, when you just said that to confirm something, am I understanding you're saying 1d12?
No, it's 2
Yeah,
it's
okay.
2 die 12 plus
She
your
said
ACV.
13, I was confused. So yeah,
So
2d12
there's 10.
plus ACV, please.
26.
26.
22.
And I am
20.
currently at that'd be
22.
15.
15.
What's your ACV? What's your ACV?
8.
8.
Pick a number between. Never mind. Odds, evens. You're second.
All right.
Technically,
On the
you guys.
15th.
Yeah, technically, you guys go off at the same time.
That's
but-
usually how it works.
But in terms of asking you for stuff, I'm gonna
Always the goal.
do that.
Yeah.
No, it's a mechanic. Oh, you.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
Oh, this show. So as you guys are. And I need to roll for the gorilla guards.
Smooth.
Crazy gorilla guards.
Gorilla guards.
So while I'm trying to hack into this silo computer, the guards are getting.
Correct. Okay. You've got problems for days right now.
It's going to be great.
Thanks,
Gorilla
Shieldman.
guards are actually.
Yeah, positive role model.
Gorilla guards are actually going first. They did manage to beat that 26.
Darn!
So I believe I told you there were 6 that were coming.
You did. Half a dozen.
Yep. None of them are armed.
Yay!
I mean, they have functionally 4 arms because they have 4 arms, and that's horrible jokes. I'm
So they have
sorry.
4 forearms and 4 arms?
Correct.
Got it.
4, 5, and 6. So the 6 gorilla guards come charging in to see you guys, and just because of the way you're all laid out, let's just say that they attack. And I don't have any right now.
Rapidly hacking.
The first one decides to take a shot at Crash.
Hacking.
So he comes up to take a swing at you, Crash, and just barely hits his attack value. He gets it right on the number.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and dodge
Okay, that sounds good.
using my crash sheet because otherwise I will fail. 6 and 7 is 13. Oh, made it by 1!
Perfect. Okay, so he takes a swing at you, misses. You were ready for him because he's a giant lumbering gorilla. You could not miss him. Next one is going to come up. Going to take a shot. Can someone, since it's beta testing, someone please throw me a D4 or D6? Excuse me. I'm really wishing I had that right now. Thank you. Also attacking Crash. Promise it's nothing personal.
I don't take it personally.
This one's gonna miss though on his attack. He comes up to you, and you were so dynamic in your your attempts at
Dynamo is very impressive.
exactly. So fails to land a blow. Gorilla 3 comes up and decides to take a shot at our man on the computer here.
Uh-oh.
And he is going to miss like nobody's business. In fact, it's almost as if he missed so much, I'm going to say he's off balance for his next attack, and he's going to take a penalty.
How did you do that while
Is
you were
it because when he hit, he just fell down because he lost the use of his legs?
You know, he was just so caught off guard by
leg was asleep.
by just the awesomeness of your entire party.
Yeah.
I don't know a better thing than that to say right now. The next one's to take a shot, though, over at Misdirection. And this one...
I'm in ghosty form.
Wow, this... Good, because it doesn't matter. He would have missed you so much it didn't matter.
Oh.
But if you're still in ghosty form...
Did he fall into her so that he...
So you're completely not even present, is that right?
I'm
They can
there.
see you?
You're
No,
visible, not...
I'm visible
Okay.
now, so that they could see.
This die really wants you to get attacked because I just rolled 4 2s in a row. But because I can't attack you, they're attacking Dynamo again.
Oh, god darn it.
But we'll just barely miss. Trying to get up there and take a swing.
Sweet.
And that will finish off the
gorillas?
That'll finish
Nice.
off the gorillas because that one, yeah.
Combat.
All right, time to take out some gorillas.
So it is all up to you there, Dynamo.
All up to me. I'm going to spend a point,
Yes.
and I'm going to shift towards my player just a little bit. Just by 1, so I can use my higher combat skill to shoot lightning bolts.
I get it.
Oh, and you got your buff.
You do. You have one of your buffs you can use if you want to go.
There's 6 of them.
There's 6 of them.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use my buff.
Okay. Oh, I see what's going on because now you're more crashish because you're.
Okay.
I see that.
Okay, roll 10s.
One thing we're experimenting with, chat, just so that you know, is the players are experimenting with more closely identifying with whichever character they are on the arc, whether the player or the avatar.
I beat my number by 4.
We'll see how that goes. It'll be interesting.
I beat it by 4.
You beat it by 4?
Beat it by 4.
Okay. And how much? Oh, I've got your damage and stuff right here.
Damage is 100.
That'll
Damn.
be 75.
I do 75% damage. 75 damage.
So I'm hoping, let's see, that one would be that's a fail. That is a success. That is a fail. That is a fail. And that is a fail. Okay, so you hit 3 of them. You managed to smack into 3 of these gorillas, and
That'll show you gorillas.
75 points of damage with your thing.
Good job, Crash.
You
I
seem
like it.
upset, Jebediah. Maybe you should mellow out. Hashtag even keel.
Even keel.
Okay, so Jebediah, you just got an even keel, which means that you can no longer, or that you take the average now on your next 3 rolls. You remember that? We talked about that?
My next 3 rolls.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Mathematically, that's going to work in his favor this time.
Oh, very, very well.
Yeah.
All right.
So you need to know, you just be mindful of that as you're making your decisions. So that was Crash's action, which means it is going to switch over
it's Bombshell.
to Bombshell, yeah.
How many gorillas are still running amok?
All 6 are still up. 3 of them are very, very singed, though, and do not look very happy.
All right.
Dr. Dynamo got them very well with that electrical
Chris,
burst.
I forgot because I'm using my player sheet. I do plus 20 damage.
3 of them are unconscious.
Great. Excellent.
3 of them are just fine.
So 95 damage.
Excellent.
Never mind.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's all good.
First time.
I would like to use. Oh, I'm off the computer. So have I found anything useful about shutting this thing down yet?
Oh, that's right, because you can still be doing that. Give me a roll.
Oh, on the computers.
Yep. And you're on your avatar side.
Yeah. And I beat it by 8.
By 8.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you are starting to see you're doing your calculations of everything that's here, and you are starting to see signs of how it might be possible to shut the sequence down.
Can I put a force field around myself and my computer station so that I can get more, so I can
So you
focus
can be protected
better?
while you're doing this?
Force field
next
adds
turn, yes.
10 yards.
What do you mean next turn?
You've already made an action.
Oh, that my computer was my action.
I'm going to count that as your action
Okay.
based on the situation that we're in, yes.
Cool. Okay, so I'm done then.
Yeah.
All right.
So that is going to go down to Aquamarine,
Okay, I would like to
a.k.a. Shield Maiden.
Shield Maiden. I would like to move 1 closer to Shield Maiden here.
Okay.
And execute my charge attack at the gorillas. At the gorillas.
Okay. So give me your roll and tell me what you do.
Oh wait, no, this.
Yep.
Right on.
Right on it.
Right on. 12.
Right on. Okay. Okay, perfect. So...
Charge attack.
Charge
Yeah.
attack.
Charge attack.
Charge attack.
Charge attack is going to be a...
With my shield.
Is it this ranged attack? Oh, I'm looking
It's
at Dr.
charge
Dynamo.
attack. It's under attack.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong character. That would do it right there.
I gave out a mighty, mighty cry.
Damn. Okay, so you're charging 1 with that. You said you made it dead on. So
Yes.
you're going to do half damage. So you're going to be doing 60 points of damage.
All right.
Excellent. Great.
glorious.
Great work.
Glorious.
Keep them busy while I am dealing with this stupid missile. Please.
Gladly. Something evil.
Yeah, 60 points of damage to that one. Okay. So that is going to then switch to who is next, and we've got Rosie.
I've got mind control, but does that only work on one person? That counts as one
Correct.
attack? Excellent, because I have 2 attacks. I'm gonna move 1 over as well.
Okay.
You can only have 1 target with mind control.
Right, but I've got 2 attacks.
Right, but you can use it. And
Use
then
it twice
You
in the
can only
same-
mind control 1 person at a time.
Oh, at a time.
Yes.
Because you're possessing them.
Gotcha. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna mind control one of. How many are left?
3.
3.
That are
3 are up.
conscious.
Yes, one's been hit pretty badly over there by Shield
I'd like
Maiden.
to take one of the ones
other 2
who's
are fine.
full.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, and get him. I'm gonna mind control him.
Okay.
He gets a -4 to his soul on this,
Darn it. Okay.
which is a 4.
You rolled a 4?
Yeah.
So I succeeded by 13.
No point in rolling.
You can get a critical. If
he
you roll
did
2
not.
ones, you automatically succeed.
Not by anything. He almost got a critical fail. So you have possessed one of the gorillas again? Mm-hmm. That's your thing. I get it. Okay.
And he is going to just sit down and start picking his nose.
So you take your second attack to pick your nose?
You're not going to try to hit the other gorilla? I'm sorry, I'm busy. You do you, but...
So that gorilla's
really has
out of the
personality.
picture. Okay. So you're done it?
Rosie thinks it's funny. Yeah.
I like it.
It is.
We're gonna head over to the shroud. Or no, excuse me, you're the player. You're
Jebediah.
Jebediah.
Who is furiously working on the computer as well, mumbling to himself about how maybe we should leave the computers to the guy who does this for a fucking living.
Technically, she's a computer right now. I think.
I would do her for a living too.
I don't think I like Jebediah as a character. We're gonna move on to the
9.
gorillas now.
9
What?
is my computer roll.
Okay, great.
9.
So we're
I
gonna
beat it by 9.
Awesome. So you also are on the right track towards shutting down this system. So now that brings us back to the top. We've got the gorillas. Gorillas are going to... First one's going to take a swing over there, Shield Maiden. And he rolls a crit. Uh-oh!
My shield.
So that's 150% damage.
Oh my
so
God.
Gorilla comes up to you.
Would you like to block? You'd like to block.
Yes.
Block.
Yes.
Give me a roll.
Oh, it's not.
Dodge.
It's not a ranged attack though.
Oh, she can block any.
Yeah, just use your
Oh,
defensive
sweet.
value.
That's a good
7.
roll.
7.
And your defensive value is what?
Block receives a +2 also.
Oh.
That's good
So
because her defensive value is a 6.
Yeah.
So it's an
You
8.
do a
So you
7, so it'd
do
be 5, so you
succeed.
It does succeed, so.
So that means instead of taking 150% damage, I believe you take 75% damage.
Okay,
Gives me
that's
half
not
the
as
damage.
bad.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's not as bad.
And he was doing.
Oh.
Sorry, I gotta find all the stuff here to remember how this one works.
Shield.
You take 40 points of damage.
Okay. That's all right.
Oh, you have lots. You're good.
No, you're fine. Yeah, because you've got your big old shield. So the gorilla comes up, pounds at your shield,
Yeah,
pushes you back.
Your damage reduction will soak that.
My damage reduction.
Your armor.
Your armor and your shield.
Oh, we do have the.
She interposed her shield, so
That's right. Yep.
that sucks away
Okay,
pretty
so
much.
that will take care of that first gorilla's attack, which seemed so great and then was not.
I laugh. Holding
The
my
next
shield.
one is going to take a swing at Jebediah. And Jebediah, he's going to hit you unless you...
Unless I make my DCV roll.
Yeah, and you're going to have a penalty because you're very distracted and doing other stuff right now.
That would still be an average,
Correct.
which means I would fail by 1 just based on the roll.
Okay, so we'll just use that as your roll then. So that's 2 averages that you've taken then. So you've got 1 left. So that is going to be 50 points of damage then. To the shroud.
To the shroud.
Shroud.
Pencil?
No, this is not broken at all. Hashtag Jebediah. Hashtag MinMax.
Oh, so you
Oh,
now
that's
get your
exciting.
min-max ability.
Which is?
Which means that wherever you are on this thing, you can now roll your highest
As if you
possible
were on the
option.
other side.
Or excuse me, not you. You can give that to one of your allies.
You can make
That's
them.
right.
You can
Right.
make them interpose for a round.
Yeah. So
So they can get the best of both worlds.
correct. So right now, for example, everyone is 1 point off. So right now from center, so they now can roll d10s
For any
for
side.
anything that
either
they
side.
want. For either side.
Oh.
Excellent to know.
And who's up next? And how many
There's one
gorillas
more-
are
there's
left?
one more gorilla that needs to attack,
And then
and that one is going to take a swing. At,
Wait, because only 2 gorillas were available, correct?
Oh, because you've taken over
she's
that other
taken
one.
Yeah, the other
Right.
one's just sitting there.
My bad. That one's just going to sit there. And yeah, I didn't look at that ability much. Does he ever get another shot to try and?
Every
shake
round.
off?
Yeah, every round.
He's still very possessed.
Jebediah, can I have my
So those are those 3 gorillas.
All right. So
Dynamo?
it's, Crash's turn.
Crash.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna lightning bolt another gorilla.
So you're still over in that direction.
I am. Yes.
Would
Okay.
you like min-max so you have the best of both worlds right now? Or is it better to save that?
It certainly wouldn't hurt, but I'm not going to be doing anything too interesting other than just laying down lightning bolts
Which
until
you
you're
should
done. So I'm going to
pretty
do
much
that.
be done with
I don't
it,
think
yeah.
there's any reason not
Right.
Okay.
to. 10, so I beat it by 6.
Beat it by 6.
That would be
good.
100% damage.
Yep.
Whoa.
Okay, and that lightning bolt is doing
100.
100 points of damage. I assume you're attacking with the ones who's not been touched yet, or the one?
Yeah.
Okay. One more gorilla guard. Actually, was the one that was trying to beat up on Jebediah.
That'll teach him.
He comes up to attack Jebediah, and as he's been bothering you with what you're up to, and falls over to the side and is now unconscious and all that fun stuff. So that would move down to to Bombshell.
What I would like to tell, if I telepathically communicate with Jebediah, will that be my action, or can I still do something
No,
else?
you can still do that.
Okay. Jebediah, how are you doing on your computering? I feel like it's a waste of time for both of us to be computering, but I also know that you just got hit. So, how close are you to being unconscious, and which one of us should keep computering, and which one of us should fight?
I'm fine. I'll do the computer stuff. You fight, well, better than I do right now.
Okay.
I can barely walk.
You are both smart enough to know that the two of you working at this at the same time is going to make this process go twice as fast.
Oh!
So you can stop if you want.
Does
but
my-
there's a certain number
Oh,
of
no, let's
successful
keep going.
rolls you
Yeah,
both
alright,
need.
going.
Would that apply to
I think-
my
Then I'm gonna keep
computer?
going.
I think the three of us can cover it.
Alright, then I'm just gonna
You guys
keep...
are the tough guys.
I'm computer checking again.
Okay, give me the roll, please.
Shut him down.
I beat it by 3.
Perfect. Okay, let's one more. So you continue to hack away at this mainframe, or at this.
I'm trying to
there is
stop
no
this
you're
missile.
hacking away at this point. Okay.
Kill him.
Okay. How many are left standing? Just
2.
oh, 2.
One is...
Well, one is sitting, picking his nose, but
Right.
which
Got
seems
that
like an
one.
odd choice in the midst of combat.
Sure. That's just who Rosie is.
That's true.
And I'm in.
That's just what misdirection
I was
does.
in the middle when it.
That's what misdirection does. Yeah.
The aquamarine inside says, you be you. Meanwhile, I would like to charge attack again. This last one.
I like it. Shield maiden, come up and do your charge attack. Boom.
Yeah. I'm doing that right now.
Do you have a battle cry when you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Can I
Well,
get
how's
your
it
remind me
sound
how it
like?
goes?
And then I move my hair.
I think that was the same battle cry last week, so I really like
That's
that.
her.
I like the hair movement too.
She stops fixes because of sight, not because of aesthetics. Okay.
Because your hair got in your face?
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. It wasn't a vanity thing. It was totally pragmatic.
10.
Which
A 10.
That's good.
That's good.
beat by 2.
Beat by 2.
Your shield attack, yeah, you did. You beat it by 2. So that is going to allow you. Yeah. That's good. That's good.
It's good. It's good.
That's 50%
it's got
damage.
knockback,
Shield
so it
attack is
nails
40
those
points of
gorillas
damage.
up
That
over the
is
horizon.
enough on that gorilla who'd already been hit to come up and just pop him with a shield, and that gorilla's unconscious as well. There's
we have
only
any-
one gorilla left, and that
And
one
it's
is
no.
The one that
digging
It's the
for
one
gold.
that's her.
So, while I have the gorilla, how close are we on figuring out how to stop the small problem that I caused?
That's an excellent question. How close are we?
Give me a. Oh.
A gift for you, hashtag Jenica, I'm listening, hashtag so is Frazier.
So is what?
Frasier.
Frasier is listening.
You have to learn how to understand text to voice, pretty much. Or text to speech.
Yeah.
Frasier.
Frasier.
Frazier.
Frasier is listening.
Because you think
I
it's
keep
called
my
I'm
eyes
listening.
crazed
I know,
doing
I
the
get it. I'm
Frazier.
It
listening.
was funny-ish.
Frazier's.
I thought
Close
it
to
sounded
funny.
like a Bath and Body
I
Works
get it.
scent.
Frazier.
Yeah, I'm
yes.
learning that you have to, like, when you write these
Psychiatrist.
out, you have to do it phonetically. That's really what it comes down to.
Frasier.
So you have one of your buff, is what that means.
Yes, yeah, tell me and chat what my
Oh,
buff
so
is.
Jenica / Bombshell's buff allows her to re-roll a defensive check, or a social skill that she has failed at.
Oh.
Nice.
So,
Okay. Thank you.
yes, there is one left. So I need an intelligence check or a computers check or whatever from both of you.
Mine would beat by 9,
Beat by 9.
I beat mine by
Again.
5.
and that would be the third roll. And
Yes.
min-max done.
Oh, because you had to. Well, min-max is the thing you help other people. Even keel is what you.
Oh, even keel is what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I
the
beat
third
mine by
even
5.
keel.
So beating it by 9, beating it by 5. So you guys can tell that you need 7 more successful rolls between the two of you to shut this thing down.
But we're sort of done with the combat portion, right?
There's still one gorilla guard left.
But I've got him.
That's true. So yeah, so you can take a
I would
turn.
say you
just
guys
take
keep
one
rolling.
more,
Keep rolling.
one more round
Even
and
the
do
I
it
mean,
again.
there's still
Out the
chaos
window
going
and then
around, but yeah, you
midair.
can.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
That would be horrible of you, but yeah.
What?
I'm going to take Crash's suggestion, which is
That was more of a dynamo suggestion, not a crash.
excuse me, a dynamo suggestion. I would like to, while he's mind controlled, I'm going to become a ghost, take over his body, and make him jump out of a window. And once we're about halfway down, I'll just pop right out.
Well, you're not really in a
You're in
window
an underground
situation,
bunker,
but
though.
you're in an underground bunker on scaffolding going around the missile. So I mean, you could just jump off the missile platform if you
Oh,
wanted.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's not evil.
It is a gorilla.
It's a Nazi gorilla.
It's a Nazi gorilla.
It's fair. It's fair.
It's always okay to throw
Did make
Nazis
a
off.
choice when it did the thing.
Missile
Go ahead
silos.
and give me a jump and then
What do you want me to roll?
give me a soul roll for you to determine that you know the timing of when to get out. Which should be clear.
That was in 10. Perfect.
Yeah.
Right on.
So you're pretty sure that the timing of when to get out is
Before ground?
Before it hits the ground.
Before the ground.
Yep.
That's
So you successfully do that. You got 10 on the dot.
Yes.
You had a surprising amount of trouble remembering that though on the way down, and it was a little closer than it really should have been for someone of your caliber.
Did the gorilla wet herself?
When
on
you
the
say
way down?
caliber, do you mean the person that almost just destroyed Washington, D.C. single-handedly?
Yes, that's true. She's got a track record now. So, yes. So you
was
do
a
manage to swan
misdirection.
dive with the Nazi gorilla, and you do manage to exit it before it makes its exit, and then you fly back up to the top.
I beat a computer roll by 7, if that matters.
I'll tell you what, for the sake of expediency, give me rolls, just tell me if you miss. So each of you roll right now and tell me if you hit it or not.
Do you want the one I just did?
By a margin.
Yes, that hit. That hit.
Yeah.
Need 5 more.
Hit.
Okay.
By 10.
Okay.
So I'm going again.
Yeah.
Okay. I hit.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yep, I said.
By 11.
Okay.
And I hit. Significantly.
By 2.
Great. You manage, between the two of you, frantically yelling back and forth and
I got it too!
fiddling with the controls and saying awesome, cool 1960s elite computer speak. You're able to determine how to shut down this missile launch sequence.
I got this. Do you have your end?
The thingamabob is jammed! I don't know what to do!
We've got it.
Okay,
we got
ready?
this thing going down.
All right.
I'm gonna have to move these files!
Can you run over and give me that punch card? Because I need to... Never mind. I can figure it out.
Okay.
So, the alarms...
Desist.
Actually, so you've done it. You're
Yeah,
pretty sure
the missile is
the
not
alarms
firing.
turn off. The flashing lights, they do that slow down thing. It's the old school spinny red lights.
See, that wasn't too
And the silo
bad.
becomes deathly silent. What do you all do?
But our goal was to take the missiles out of commission entirely and to find out,
So start disarming missiles.
right?
You want to try and start trying to disarm the missile?
I think
got the look on
that's
his
a
face again.
great...
That's not
He's got
much.
I don't know. Maybe we should do more investigating because he has the face.
And I love the face. I kind of want to do what he does when he makes the face because I know something amazing is about to happen.
Why is Dynamo?
There's
playing
really
that?
no one else coming right now.
There is a squawk over an old school PA system.
Oh.
The kind that makes your ear go, ah. And with some of you might even have super hearing, so it's probably doubly as annoying.
Ooh.
That would be bad if I had anything exceptional about me.
Sentinels. I assume that is you.
Yes.
I should have known you would arrive. Why don't you meet me in the lobby?
And where exactly is the lobby?
Oh, we can read the signs.
It turns off.
The lobby.
The lobby of the missile silo is where he wants to meet.
Hey, read the signs like you did before.
Yeah, okay.
Should be next to the foyer.
So you start looking at the sign.
Yeah,
Read
look
the
around.
signs.
What does this button do? Hashtag S Technology, hashtag Oops Rank Show.
Oh, wrong show. That's what that said. That was another meta meltdown that just happened, which means I'm going to roll a d6 and determine what the effect is for you guys going forward. And the roll, I got a 4, which means that... Oh, it means you're all about to move randomly on the player spectrum. Right now.
Okay.
So, Aquamarine, please place yourself actually exactly where you are. You're fine. Ooh. Rosie, please place yourself all the way on the P spot.
That's going to be helpful.
All the
That's
way
a lot
on
of
the
cowgirl.
P spot.
Jenica, you are in the middle now.
Okay.
Crash, you're all the way back to a solid crash on the
No
player
Dr.
thing.
Dynamo.
No Dr. Dynamo.
Ruh-roh.
Retro raggy indeed.
And
No, right.
Jeb, you actually are now all the way over to your avatar.
Well, that's
Good thing we got that computer thing figured out.
Good news, I can still shoot lightning bolts and fly. That's about it.
So,
I thought you could use them in
And I'm also completely healed now.
You can't use the
Yes,
abilities
back up.
attached to them.
Are there any signs that say to go to the lobby?
yes,
There's one.
let's all go to the lobby.
And grab ourselves some villain.
Go into the lobby. Go into the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
So, so you guys have a choice to make. There's enough signage that you can tell exactly where you need to go, if you want to.
Let's follow the sign. The sign.
Yeah, we should go to the lobby. And,
No, wait, do we know
and
who this
walk
is?
directly into
We
this
don't know
trap.
who this person is.
Clearly,
You have
it
no idea
controls
who
the
this
PA system, so it must be the villain that we are here to defeat.
We'll be fine.
So, let us on.
Let's use some prudence. Let's think.
Justice does not know prudence. Justice.
We don't know who this person is who is talking to us, and we don't know if this person knows how many of us we are.
But we won't know unless we go there, right?
Maybe only some of us could go there, and the other people could do something else.
Like what?
Like our main goal.
Why is your goal to split us up?
My goal is not to split us up. My
Yeah,
goal is
because the
to
movies I've seen say that's bad.
No, she's right. She's right. Let us go. Those of us that have shields. And then, the rest of you can stay.
We are the Order of Sentinels. Our job is to go face this villain.
Agreed.
Let us go.
I was just hoping we could use some of the gifts and talents in our community to do both things at the same time.
Which things are you trying to do?
We're trying to disarm this missile, correct?
Yes. Does anybody here know how to disarm an ICBM other than me? Because if you say yes, I'm going to laugh at you.
I have some skills with computers.
It takes several hours and a lot of equipment.
We could just go in there and I can hog time real quick, and then we'll make him do whatever we want.
He can turn people into gorillas.
Let us
have a
go,
rope.
Shield Maiden. We shall face this villain.
Yeah,
You and I?
definitely go.
Let them
going.
discuss it.
Rosie,
I think we need
your
to.
avatar does not have a rope.
Well, let's get one. I need one. There rope? Anywhere? Anything? What about a
There's
cord?
wires.
There's wires. Some of them are coming out of that
Why
missile.
don't you yank
Why
some
don't you
wires?
use those?
See what that does.
That worked so well last time.
I feel
Are
like
any
we're-
wires by themselves?
Yeah.
I don't know what is wrong with you, Misdirection, but
go over the
could you
wire
please
pile.
not rip out any more wires?
Sure. You know what? Rosie?
Oh no.
You see some. You do see a pile of really high-grade commercial extension cords.
Boom! Problem solved.
I feel we're not making the most rational choices.
Yeah,
as
we're
a group.
all a little out of sorts right now.
Stop working with your brain and start working with your heart. Let's go.
Yeah, it makes
I
starting
sense.
realize you
think
just said
that's-
that to an android, right?
Some of you have been taken over by the enemy.
No.
No.
No, it can make sense.
I
that
just
a
don't
couple of
want-
you stay at the computer.
I just don't want to walk
And
right
there's
into a
just
trap. I don't
We
think
have
it's a
to
good
walk
plan.
right into the trap. I mean, what are our other options?
Hey, Sentinels.
Yeah.
I can't hear you if you're responding. There's a button
Oh,
you can
you
press.
keep- you keep
if you want to talk
pausing.
back, you see the intercom on the side with the button. I can hear you then if you press it, but
Oh.
no,
Hello.
it only works if I'm not speaking. We can't speak at the same time. In theory, you're talking to me, but I don't know this. But Don't worry, it's okay. No, I just wanted to let you know I'm getting kind of hungry, so you might want to come to the lobby soon before I have myself a snack.
What is he going to eat?
What are you gonna eat?
I don't think they go to movies.
Let's just say I have some friends of yours, and you might want to come say hi.
I think he's captured the soldiers. Damn. Now we must go and save them.
We should go save them.
Let's go and save
It's our technically job. Except for the android who wants to
I will do what the
disarm
group
missile.
has decided, but
We will disarm the missile, but we have to stop the threat first.
Fine.
Literally hours.
Fine.
All right, we're coming.
You seem uncertain though, but like literal hours. Like there will be gorillas swarming.
Fine.
I lead the way.
Multitudes of gorillas.
I joined Shield Maiden.
So you start heading towards the lobby?
I keep explaining about the gorillas as I walk behind them.
And I'm just like,
Because that
I straighten my skirt.
I'm tying a knot in this rope wire thing.
So as you open up the lobby of the bunker, and it's actually more of a kind of a foyer, as it were. Mm-hmm. It's been built out of this ancient, decayed ruin. And I can't remember which group lived in Colombia.
Incas.
Was it the Incas?
Aztecs.
Incas and Aztecs? Oh, and Aztec technology earlier. That was accidentally appropriate. It's wide. The stairs going up, off in different directions and such. And standing at the top of the stairs is a strapping gorilla.
What's he
with
strapping?
arms crossed.
I think I actually understand how this works now, do you? Hashtag meta moment, hashtag go that.
It's just go.
Oh. So we get one more?
You get 2 more meta moments.
So we're at 4? Is that right? Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I know, right?
And you see this strapping example of gorilla perfection standing at the top of
Is it
the
blonde
staircase.
furred? Blue eyed?
It actually is completely blonde, this gorilla. Blue eyes. It's weird.
There's an
It's a little
Aryan
creepy,
gorilla.
actually.
Sumerian?
And,
wearing glasses?
and he's got perfect 20/20 eyesight. Actually, he's got 20/10 eyesight.
It's an
You don't
Aryan.
know that because you're never going to see his sheet.
But he'll tell you all
but
about
he will
it.
tell you about it. And he's standing there with his arms crossed and looks at you all and says, "Sentinels! I knew you would come.
That looks like a dye job.
I assure you, it's natural.
They always say that.
Hey, I was about to monologue here. Oh,
I just thought we could skip the mansplaining and get like straight to the point.
Let's just
is
let
it
the
mansplaining if I say it to a fellow male?
let's just let
Also, he's a gorilla.
let's just let the Aryan
you
gorilla
said-
talk.
Sentinels, I knew you would come. Eventually. I'd hoped that our attempt at destroying your plane might have at least slowed you down. Apparently not.
Oh no, it did.
I see that you've chosen to meddle with my missile plan.
Is that what you called it? Missile plan?
The missile plan.
That's a good
yes,
name.
that's what it
Good
says in
name.
the
No.
documentation.
Good name.
Where is that documentation, by the way?
How are you even planning on getting away with
I
this?
put it in my pocket.
Thank you.
The attaché was uncomfortable.
Tickled.
This could take a while.
How am I planning on getting away with this? Easy, with your help.
But
We'll never help you so long as we
Oh.
have breath in our bodies.
Oh, my poor foolish sentinels. Don't you know you already have chosen to help me? For I have created gorilla doppelgangers. Yes,
Perfect.
perfect doppelgangers. Carbon copies of each and every one of you capable of taking your place and convincing your foolish American government to follow my every whim as we lay gorilla havoc on this planet and take our rightful place as rulers of all And right then you notice off to the side, all of the soldiers have been bound and gagged and are watching all of this. And he says, "Feast your eyes on what is to come!" And he stares at the soldiers. If he had glasses, he'd whip them off first.
But he doesn't need them because he's a natural gorilla.
He's got 2010. It is done.
What is done?
And you see the soldiers start to writhe and shake as they're bound.
No, they're inside.
And they start twitching. Like something's wrong. You can't quite tell.
They're going through the gorillification process.
Yes, you're right on it.
I mean, statistically, shouldn't only like a couple of them survive, so we only have to fight a couple?
And he says,
Can I shoot him now?
"Now it is the time when you die." Ironically,
he said,
by the hands of your own gorilla.
Maybe this time Crash will actually hit something. Hashtag ha 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 ha. Hashtag looks like Jackrabbit to me.
He looks like Jackrabbit to me.
He does look a little bit like him. That's true.
Yeah, you get one more.
I think it's more that he's really proud of himself.
Oh, good. I love those
You
things.
just got that.
That laughing.
But he says, "Now it is time for your gorilla doppelgangers to come and destroy you in a feat of irony."
Whoa.
And he raises his hands in a triumphant moment.
And
right then, a large door that you didn't notice, an ancient stone door.
Oh, I didn't notice
The base of the stairs, in between the two stairs that are going down like this, and he's standing at the top. That's what it looks like.
I get my useless spear ready.
There's a platform, and there's stairs that wind down like this. He's at the platform, so the gate's going up.
Yeah.
And it starts slowly creaking up with the sound of grating stone.
We all take a step back.
And you all assume your defensive stances.
Oh, yeah.
And as it lifts up out from the gate, comes striding forward 5 Nazi gorillas wearing rather non-convincing knockoff approximations of your respective uniforms.
Our avatar uniforms?
Yeah.
These are
They are perfect doppelgangers.
One of them is wearing it.
Why is she wearing a unitard? That's
They all look like gorillas dressed in
our costumes.
Human drag? I don't know what else to say.
That is
Actually, the
terrible.
little shield maiden outfit.
Yeah, the Shield Maiden one.
bombshell one?
The Shield Maiden one. The shield looks like a somewhat reinforced trash can lid.
Oh, they didn't even spray paint all of it.
Yeah,
Streaky.
misdirection. Yours is wearing a sheet.
You said perfect? Perfect? I want to be clear.
Bombshell.
Yeah.
Bombshell. Yours has on like the Tin Man iron funnel on the head. And
don't look like that.
And like this very
I want pictures
again,
of
if this was the 80s, kind of like a Madonna-esque
Oh yeah, I
thing
know
going
exactly.
on.
I don't look like that, and mine don't look like
and
that.
a little aluminum foil mini skirt that's going around.
One of you fans draw us these gorillas.
Please draw them.
And Dr. Dynamo's, yours is this guy who's wearing like a child's plastic Viking helmet, and just a stick.
Like a cattle prod.
Yeah, just a big stick. And for the shroud, it's a big black cape, and actually it's a decent looking hat, except that it has a welcome to non Disneyland. It's an amusement park souvenir hat.
Uncle Cliff's.
From Uncle Cliff's House of Adventure.
Oh, Uncle Cliff.
I am unimpressed.
It's orange.
with these.
Behold, your perfect doppelgangers. They shall invade your United States of America following your death
Is that really supposed to look like us?
and kill you all
They don't.
and the rest of your country.
2010 vision, you say?
2010 vision.
2010.
He
I
can
mean,
see things really well. He just,
that
Those-
clearly those.
you know,
those
it's
don't
kind
look
of
any-
like a parent looking at the child that just really isn't doing well.
Oh, ugly baby syndrome.
Yep, it's ugly baby
those
syndrome.
look exactly like us. I think you did really. I'm gonna shoot
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. So, and then at the same time, because he monologued long enough to stall you, you look over at the
We let
soldiers, and they're still struggling, and they're freaking out in their back.
As they're being gorillified.
Yes, and they're starting to like snarl, and their teeth are growing, and they're starting to hulk up a bit. And we can roll initiative.
Okay.
Initiative.
Insert snarky comment here. Hashtag bombshell. Hashtag joyording. Hashtag good luck.
You picked up one more of your thing.
Okay, so I have 2 now.
If you haven't used one, yes.
22.
Wait, which one?
So plus it's the ACD.
Plus your ACD.
Oh,
27.
28.
26.
Okay, just a sec. This will be easier for me if we do it this way. 28 over there for Dr. Dynamo / Crash.
27.
27, 26,
21.
21,
31.
31. Go, Shield Maiden, go.
Shield Maiden.
Look at that!
21 was Rose. Okay,
Rosie.
Rosie. Okay, and the gorillas are going to act on. We'll use his modifier. Better. Okay. Wow, he did such a lousy job with his monologue that you almost all get to go first.
So he distracted himself.
Yes, he did distract himself. He was so,
was that word again?
so busy looking at the just the
Classic.
awe-inspiringness of these doppelgangers.
Classic narcissistic personality
Yes,
disorder.
narcissistic personality disorder is not a good trait in a leader. So that's going to go over to Shield Maiden. You're coming up first.
What are the gorillas doing? They're just standing there?
They're getting ready to attack, but because of the rules of initiative, you've got the first shot.
Okay, I'd like to attack the gorillas closest to me.
Okay.
With a
So right now, each one of the doppelgangers is kind of facing off against the appropriate one of you
Okay, perfect.
to make my life easier.
So Shield Gorilla versus
How
Shield
far?
Maiden.
Shield gorilla then.
Yes.
I'd like to charge attack the shield gorilla.
Okay, you go ahead and give me that roll.
Uh, 12.
You got it right on.
So you made it?
I made it.
Okay. The shield gorilla is unable to defend against her doppelganger, or
With
against
the trash
you.
can.
I vocalize extra because of just the grossness of it all.
Okay. Can you give me your yell?
Ah! With the pained look.
I like it. I like it.
It's a little painful.
So you made your roll by how many?
It was straight on.
Straight on. Okay, so Marshall's 50% success, and you're doing your shield charge thing.
Charge attack.
Or check. So 40 points of damage to the doppelganger
Flip me.
of Shield Maiden.
Shield gorilla.
You mean, am I going to min-max you for a round? So that
So that is going to take us over to Dr. Dynamo / Crash Jackson. What are you going to do?
Well, as I do not have access to my helmet abilities at all,
min-max.
Correct.
but I still do have a spear, and even though I can't shoot the lightning out of it, it is still a spear.
Yes.
And you just min-max me?
I'm min-maxing.
So
you.
I'm using my lightning.
Okay. Give me your
Oh, wait.
roll.
But if he has my exact powers, I'm just going to use the spear.
Okay.
So don't min-max me.
Okay. Then I won't.
So yeah, just using a spear, but
Right.
Crash is a much better fighter than Dynamo, so
I see what you're saying. Yeah, at least through these virtual worlds, yes.
yeah. So I'm using, since I can't use anybody else's dice. Oh yes, so made it by 6.
Okay.
As I thrusted him with the spear and probably say something Dynamo-esque.
Okay.
Like, blast or whatever. Yeah.
And so you typically were doing with that lightning bolt your damage.
Yeah, I don't get the lightning damage on it.
Okay.
I only get the spear damage, so I would only do 26 plus 46 damage.
Okay.
But it still goes through armor and force fields.
Yep. Nope. You definitely got him good. He did not like that. So you lean forward and zap this gorilla guy, and he is not happy in the slightest.
It would have been way cooler with superpowers.
That's okay. So that's going to switch us over then to...
Me, I think.
Yeah, it is Bombshell / Jenica.
Your turn to take a break. Hashtag Janika with some hashtag lag. Blame the dice, not your husband. Hashtag lag.
Sorry, horrible timing. You can only take a defensive action this round. You've been lagged.
Lame.
Yep.
Fine.
Sorry.
So, not your turn.
So never mind then. That was a really good timing there.
Fine.
So that's the effect of lag. What can I say? You play online; these things happen sometimes. Who amongst us has never lagged out from a MMORPG? Aquamarine / Shield Maiden. You already went.
I went first.
I'm looking at the wrong initiative order here.
I think we're at
Rosie.
We are.
At the Shroud of Justice.
All right, you're last.
Well, Rosie's gonna lasso that son of a bitch.
Well, no. We're to Jeb.
Jeb's first.
Oh,
then
Jeb
shit.
first, and actually the gorilla's going to go before Rosie.
Oh, well, fine.
Wow.
So what are you going to do there, Shroud?
I'm gonna double tap that
Gorilla's
ridiculous
with
excuse
your
for
awesome
a Shroud.
superpower.
With my awesome
Give me the roll.
superpower
What you going to do there, Shroud?
Of guns.
of guns. Double guns.
Yep.
Double shot, so -4.
Okay.
Oh, that'll do.
That'll beat by 11.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. That would only beat by 7 with that one. And that is missed, but I am going to use a divine relationship,
Yeah.
my incredible Shroud luck, to re-roll that one.
Superpower.
Okay.
And I beat it by 2, so I hit on both.
Okay. How much damage is those each doing?
The one will be 75% damage, the other one will be... So one does 30, and the other one does 22.
Okay, 52 points of damage. The Shroud, I won't say it, pulls out his firearms, aims them at the gorilla, fires off 2 rounds of ammunition, which then hit the gorilla and damage it. I was trying to figure out ways to use words that would never be taken in a sexual way.
Oh.
Oh.
That can't be done.
Every time that I've described his attacks so far, it's gone there. Like when I talk about penetration, when I talk about like whipping it, all those
You
things.
realize you just did it again.
So it's the gorilla's turn. And the gorilla doppelgangers will they want to take a shot as well because they deserve to get to do this. So the one who is on Dr. Dynamo,
The gorilla dynamo.
yes, the gorilla Dynamo.
He's going to use his shocking staff.
His shocking
of doom.
staff at you. So he will actually fly a little bit first.
Oh, cool!
Because he has a jetpack that you didn't notice until right now.
It's probably a jetpack
Cool
belt.
1960s jetpack. So he kind of pops his chest a little bit, and then the wings unfold. And then it works.
That's
so he
impressive. Well
launches
done. That's
himself
impressive.
up
A Buzz
in the air
Lightyear
because this lobby is high enough that this actually makes sense tactically. And now that he's got about 40 feet of air on you, he aims down and fires off with a lightning blast, and actually would hit, I believe.
I'm gonna forego my defensive action as it's an electricity attack.
That's fair. It's very fair. So he would normally have hit you
And done
for 100% of damage.
That would have
And
done 50 points of damage
but
to me.
instead, you take the electricity, and I'm assuming you look over at your arch foe, the guy controlling all this, say something to the effect of, "Did you even research us?" I'm immune to electricity.
Yeah. I say something very clever to the bad guy.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, you get off your clever.
You know what I'm also gonna do is I need to. This is killing me.
Yeah. There you go. 2 more points up to the middle. I was wondering how long you could.
There we go. I couldn't handle it anymore. I'm sorry. I took away 2 points. I normally wouldn't have done it, but God, that was killing me.
You are just as allowed as we all are. Equal
So is this like your first time fighting superheroes? I mean, like, ever?
Oh, I'm so glad he's back.
Okay, so Doppelganger Dynamo is taking an attack. Doppelganger Shield Maiden is going to go take a shot at at the Shield Maiden. Actually, that's never useful. So you came up, you cracked Shield Maiden. You know what? Odds or evens, you or someone else.
They're just banging shields against each other.
Okay, yeah, Shield Maiden, the fake version, is going to take a shot at you. It's not going to go well. Shield
Plus
Maiden
the
will
attack.
actually make an attack. Can you give me a defensive check?
Yeah. Do I roll?
Mm-hmm.
She got an 8.
And
Do I add this to it? My DCV?
You want to roll under your DCV.
so she did not.
Oh, I did.
Oh, with her melee block, it should be 12,
Okay.
so it should be fine.
So
She's well under it.
So she blocked? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's good, because otherwise this was going to do 75 points of damage. Instead, this shield will come up and pop you once, and it won't matter, because it's going to do basically 40 points of damage, and this poor gorilla doppelganger is going to quickly realize that it is very outclassed by what is the most broken tank that I've seen in a very long time.
Broke tank.
Broke tank.
Yeah.
Broke for days.
I have not begun to break.
Oh, what's going on?
That's enough sliding for you. Hashtag crash. You should pick a side already.
Good timing.
Hashtag identity lock. Hashtag test.
So what do you do?
You are now locked at the midpoint for the rest of the encounter.
So I can't go to either side.
Can't go to either side.
Which means I can't. Oh, that was the best
You
time
picked
to
the
move.
best time to do that.
I luckily and fortunately saved my own ass there. Good.
Yes. Yes.
So was that buff a buff for you as opposed to his? No. Oh,
That was a troll.
That was
That's
that.
what-
That would have completely messed me up if I was stuck in Crash. I would have been beating the crap out of him, no problem, and not doing any damage.
Yes. Yes. Hey, it's why we beta test. We're learning.
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
like I
from
would have
this.
been like a kung fu badass.
I feel like I know so much more for next
Chat
time.
is
With
going
maybe
to
a bee
be
sting.
able to do bad things.
So the yes.
And I should get a helmet, Swat Man. You're right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the doppelganger Shield Maiden has attacked and failed. Doppelganger Dynamo's attacked and failed. Doppelganger Bombshell is going to attack, probably fail. Of
course.
Doppelganger Bombshell is going to. Doppelganger Bombshell has a gun?
Yeah, well, because
Doppelganger Bombshell is going to go all Austin Powers, pop out some
yeah.
rotating.
Yes.
You know what? I didn't create this one. This one's on him.
Wait. Can I make my force shield because it's a defense thing? Can I defensively?
No,
force
you
shield?
can only make defensive checks.
Oh,
But you
okay.
do need to make a defensive check now because I just nailed this roll.
That's good though.
Yeah, but it's
11?
not good enough, is it?
Do you have? Oh no, you don't.
She can't dodge long range or range attacks.
No.
75 points of damage as the doppelganger bombshell unloads on the real bombshell.
So I cross out my health and minus 75 from it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm assuming that you felt that one.
Oh yeah.
That hurt.
Very, very
Yeah. So
badly.
bombshell just went from 90 hit points down to 15.
Anybody else would have had to make a stun check.
That's true. You don't have to because you're an android robot
I am
cyborg creature thing.
Annoyed as much as an android
Yes.
can be annoyed.
Yes.
Jenica is annoyed.
Doppelganger Shroud is going to.
Teleport?
Why not? Doppelganger Shroud is going to try and teleport adjacent to real Shroud in order to grapple using monkey skills. And Doppelganger Shroud can do this, but his displacement ability is not quite as advanced. Odd success, even. Doppelganger Shroud. That's cool.
What timing?
Doppelganger Shroud looks at you, blinks towards you, does not reappear.
He's just floating somewhere in the ether now.
We'll find out next round where he went.
He might show up 50 feet in a random direction of where he intended to.
And Doppelganger,
Including up or down.
Doppelganger for misdirection is going to.
You mean the one in the white sheet?
Yes.
Is it a white?
Doppelganger. It's just a white sheet. Don't.
So they're Nazi gorillas wearing white sheets.
Didn't think about this.
Neither did I, but it's beautiful. Like, they're the perfect villain now.
This is why we beta test.
Now they're the perfect villain.
Okay, so. Yes, so Doppelganger misdirection is starts fiddling with her belt, and then hits a button and disappears.
Wait, why are they all disappearing? Okay, let me
And
find it.
you're manifested because you didn't
I am.
demanifest yet. So give me a defensive check.
Balance is good in the force, but what about this show? Hashtag reset button. Hashtag back to 0.
Everybody is back to the midpoint.
And I'm locked there anyway.
Correct.
Right.
Now, if I would have been somewhere else, would I
You would have then moved.
I would have then moved back
Yeah,
to
because
0.
the way that the locked-in thing works is it can be counteracted by other things that move you.
Right.
You
So
just
ne-
can't move yourself.
You don't get voluntary movement.
Correct. What?
Man, that's crazy that it just moved right before I rolled.
I know. So now you're in the middle, and
Okay.
you need a defensive check because the invisible gorilla is now trying to grapple you,
Yeah.
and will succeed.
But
Unless
it's a defense. I have defense mastery though, right?
Yeah, that's why your defense
Oh, but I'm in
is-
the middle now.
Yeah,
Oh, but
that's
if I
why
keep
your
it-
defense is 8 instead of 4.
So give me a roll. Let's see what happens.
That is a 9. Right?
18.
Oh no, it's an 8. Okay, 18.
18.
Does it miss?
18, yeah.
You feel a very large pair of invisible gorilla arms reach from behind you, grab you, and squeeze. Doing
This problem.
30 points of damage.
Okay.
Rosie's got lots, but
But when you're in the middle,
Yeah,
who takes the damage?
Does he get a pick?
your
Avatar.
avatar always takes the damage.
Damage will always be to the avatar unless we're back in the metapod room.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So 30?
Yes. And so I also need a stability check from you to make sure you don't go unconscious. I believe it's a body check for that.
12. So, yeah, I guess I'm unconscious.
No, she's stunned for a round.
Stunned.
Stunned. I'm sorry, that's what it is. So the next round, you will not be able to attack and
Well,
stuff.
that's crap.
Yes. So that takes care of them. So then the Nazi gorilla commander
Oh no.
What the?
hasn't gone yet.
The blonde gorilla?
Yes.
Who has not introduced him?
Yeah, what's his name?
He'll say it.
Sentinels!
He's a villain.
You've fallen for my trap. I already said this to you. Damn it, I should have written this stuff down.
You're in the second part of the monologue
That's
now,
right,
there,
going
genius.
through the notes. I, Dietrich von Simeon,
Yeah, okay.
shall rule the world!
Dietrich.
And then right then,
That's a pretty good villain name.
there's a scream from the tied up soldiers off to the side as they all finish their metamorphosis,
Oh!
break out of their bonds, and stand up as 10 very angry looking gorillas.
Did
He
we
points at you and says, attack.
ever complete the serum to put them back? I think we did.
We had time.
You let us roll for it, and we completed it. And I'm saying that we were smart enough to bring some with
You
us.
firmly believe that you have created a serum
That will put them back.
that will transform them back
I realize how this is
into
gonna go, right?
human beings.
Those poor soldiers are
Man,
dead.
I'm surprised.
Either that or
It is
they're
worth
gonna
a shot.
turn into giant.
And 10 regular gorillas come charging at you all
How many
bulked out.
vials? How many vials of the serum did we bring with us?
10.
Why
We got
not?
this. We got this.
My wife and your fiance, dude, they brought 10.
Hey, cool, man. No problem. Which one's which? Just asking. No big deal, dude.
All right, we got this. We got this.
And you even had the presence of mind to work out some sort of syringe system. For
Oh yeah, no, they're ready to go.
A delivery
deliberative
system.
system,
yes.
yeah.
How about Shroud's guns? We
How
can make-
about aerosol? I mean, you just throw it and it becomes a gas.
So these
and-
10 gorillas charge, and to make things easy, I'm going to say that 2 of them attack each one of you.
Okay,
Just
great.
put it
Yeah,
way.
that makes sense. Sure.
And so roll, and it will be a bunch of misses on you.
Oh, good.
You're going to get hit again, actually.
Okay.
And you can't defend because of the situation. Bombshell, you are going to be just barely missed. Rose, misdirection. You are going to take. Oh wow. You are going to take 30 more points of damage. The gorilla coming up and punching you as the other one's been grappling you from behind.
Misdirection, we have some problems.
Bombshell, you get missed. You are now, or you're in the middle. So
I'm in the mid- Dynamo, baby.
Doesn't matter what I call you. Okay, Dynamo. You can get me a defensive check if you want. This gorilla is otherwise going to get you.
He's gonna do what now?
This gorilla comes up to try and punch you.
He's gonna punch me.
Yes.
Okay.
1 missed and 1 would succeed, so you can get a defensive check.
All right, I'm gonna get a defensive check. I'm gonna roll real hard. That is not going to make it.
Okay, so he's about to punch you for 30 points of damage.
That really sucks, man.
So I need a stability check from you.
Oh, yeah, you do. Am I stable? Yes, I am.
Shroud, I definitely need a
Oh,
defensive
it's regular
check from you.
body, isn't it? No, I'm
rolled
not.
The first.
I'm also stunned.
I beat it
Okay.
by 4.
4. So you were dodging out of the way. Mm-hmm. That's good because I was 1 point off from a crit. The next attack.
I am not feeling good about this, Sentinels.
He's going to miss.
I'm surprised that all the
That
soldiers
is cool.
successfully
Here's
turned into
something to
gorillas.
make your life easier. Rosie hashtag folk wisdom hashtag remodel me.
You now get 3 more folk wisdoms, Rosie.
What are those do again?
Those skill check
My
plus 4.
plus 4 to my skill checks. 3 of them?
Yeah. And I can already see we're going to do some more modifications and stuff from here to beta test. I think I might. Well, we'll talk about it off camera. But
But all 10 soldiers transform successfully when there's only a 13% success
they
rate.
did! Because they've been modifying the serum, and now it's perfected.
Like our friend from Oregon. That guy.
Yeah,
All of the
Gorilla
gorillas.
play toy?
My gorilla
All of the gorillas. So we're back. That we are over to Jeb. No, we're over to Rosie.
I'm stunned!
Okay, so that's over.
You can take a non-combat action,
Yeah, you can
not
take a
just a
non-
defensive action.
You got skills for days.
Damn it. A non... Even though I'm stunned?
Yes, you can't take an attack action, but you can take a non-combat.
Is possessing a person possessing a
Yes, it counts as an attack.
Yeah, she's holding...
Oh, thank you guys.
But becoming
I appreciate that
insubstantial.
yeah.
So do we.
I'm gonna do a mass decrease.
Just wait till I have more prep time too. That'll be really fun.
I'm gonna...
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can change into your alternate form as a.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go...
Exactly. That's why I was never worried about you.
Yeah, I am, because I have 10 health left.
I know. So you
I do not have this luxury.
you demanifest, and the one that's been grappling you.
Yeah, I'll just...
It's just like.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I've read the reports.
This isn't going to
worried
end
about
well for
me.
me.
So this one knows what's coming next.
I had a 50-50 shot of capturing her right there.
Yes. Yes. So it's going to be over to Shield Maiden.
Okay, so
20
there-
minutes, just so everyone knows. What?
Okay, so all of the gorillas, there are more of the gorillas now. Where are they in relation to us?
They're close enough that I'm just going to let you attack whoever the hell you want.
Okay, I'll do my beautiful charge attack at the
Sounds good.
gorillas that are closest to me.
Which will hopefully knock one of them really far away.
Or knock a bunch of them all together.
Yeah, that
It's
that
single
would be
target.
the goal that I would like.
The knockback one is single target.
Are they in a single file line? Because she could just go right
Like-
into
just
the
like
front
Domino's.
line.
Wouldn't that be great?
That's the visual I have. You see.
Because I have empathy, I feel what she's feeling.
Thank you. Thank you.
Empathy, it's widely known as the
Namaste.
shittiest of the psychic abilities.
I tell you what, you delay until after Bombshell goes, and Bombshell, you can use an action to get some of them lined up so that she can do exactly what you're talking about.
Please line them up for me.
Okay, no problem.
You can use your telekinesis for that.
Yeah.
Could.
So you're just
Exactly.
You
deferring.
can line them up exactly like bowling
Yeah.
pins, as long as
What you're
they're
gonna do.
collectively under 10,000
I'm
pounds.
collecting myself here.
That's what I'm gonna
do.
Okay, so
Because I think
currently
I'm
it's
next,
Shield,
right?
Crash,
Oh, okay.
Bombshell. So Crash, you want to go before they do this?
Yeah, why don't I do that? Let's see, I can only take a defensive action. I'm going to do a rank 6 electrical force field.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
defensive.
It's defensive, and because I have PMVs to go with it, it's going to cover all of us.
I like it.
Thank you.
So anyone who attacks you guys will now be getting electrical damage, correct? If
They will be
physically-
taking, yes, they will be taking 50 points of electrical damage just for attacking.
So these are they formed to their bodies?
No, it's
Or
like
big
it's like a
circle?
very, very small dome that doesn't affect us, that we're kind of in, but we can move out of it.
Okay.
A dome.
So is the dome stationary then?
The dome is stationary.
Got it.
Centered on me, I suppose.
I like it.
So I'm going to use the telekinesis that I have
Okay.
to arrange the gorillas in a bowling pin formation.
I will let you do that to all 10 of the humanoid, the former soldier
the former
gorillas.
soldier gorillas.
Yes, perfect.
They are in like that.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
is
Give
that
me a roll, a telekinesis roll.
Power usage.
Power usage roll on that.
Down under skills.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know what I need.
Oh,
It's under skills. Power usage.
Oh, I understand.
telekinesis.
13.
We also have 2 points. We also have 2
I'm
points.
gonna scooch over then and roll the. Can I see? I can
Chaos is
scooch. Right?
everything hashtag meta meltdown.
Oh, and a meta meltdown right after this too. So I tell you what.
I got it.
Made it!
I got it by 3.
Perfect.
I'm glad we moved you over though.
Yeah.
So you are able to use your telekinetic powers. You use your a telekinetic robot.
Yes.
Interesting. That's what you do? Mm-hmm. And the 10 gorillas who used to be the soldiers who had accompanied you all find themselves... and they snap to attention, whip across the room such that they are lined up perfectly in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 location.
And I kind of put them a little bit.
Okay, Shield Maiden, try to avoid the split.
I try to scooch them close-ish together. Like I'm cheating at bowling. I'm not making it legit bowling.
I see what you're saying. You're making it tightly bunched.
Yeah.
You're gonna treat her like she's a toddler.
Yes.
You know, you have extra ability to move things, and there are pieces of stone and whatnot around. If you want, you could turn it into a bumper bowling situation.
Oh, yeah,
and
I'm doing
create a
that.
lane for her.
Yeah, you get a lane and a tightly V'd.
That'd be below 10,000, so it's doable. So
for Nazi
okay, so you start
gorillas.
ripping
10 gorillas
pieces of
at 800
ancient
pounds.
stone from the sides of this thing, and it slides
You got a ton left to work over.
into place. The soldiers are all lined up perfectly, and Shield Maiden is now your action.
Okay, I'd like to move closer
Our
to
last
Shield Maiden.
point.
Love it.
Using
Last
the last
point.
point. Okay,
It's here where we did beg chat for more points.
Shield Maiden gets ready to take advantage of the
She
beautiful
lines up the
setup.
shot.
Oh, but there was the meta meltdown that also hit. Sorry.
Oh crap! But this was a combined move action, a combined attack
quick
action.
wait.
So
You know what? You're gonna be happy with what it rolled, so
Oh, good.
don't even
Okay.
worry about it.
I'm not
This
worried.
next round, you each roll 3 of your die instead of 2. Use the best 2.
yeah, the same one we got last time. That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's good.
For those who are wondering, it'll all be in the store and such. But the 6 options for Meta Meltdown are: roll 3, use the best 2; roll 3, use the worst 2. For everyone for a round. Oh bother. Party places themselves wherever they want on the scale. Party is randomly placed on places on the scale.
We did that.
You did have that one happen. Party can act twice this round.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Party cannot act this round other than defending themselves. So there's some spectrum there as far as what can
really,
happen.
really bad.
But yes, Shield Maiden, 15 minutes to go. You have your actions. You're gonna go and charge and
She succeeded.
I did. I rolled a 12.
awesome. How much did you succeed by?
Screaming the whole way.
How much did you succeed by?
Right on.
Straight on again.
Straight on, so 50%. And you.
He runs down the lane.
Straight on.
This is your charge attack?
If it's straight on, it's 50%. Yeah.
Oh lord. Well, if this is your charge attack,
Then she does massive amounts of knockback.
it's good enough. It's
How many points of damage does it do?
Yeah,
It's
all
120.
those.
It's 120 before the halving. You're fine, and these are not. You're fine. So here's what happens.
Okay, yeah, explain.
This happens first.
No, really. Chaos is my life. Hashtag meta meltdown.
So there's another meta meltdown that hits. And this one,
Probably not till the next round, though, huh?
yeah, because you're each gonna get that roll, the roll thing we just talked about.
Okay.
This one, it's the randomly place you on the spectrum now. So we're gonna do the thing. I'm gonna randomly place you,
Great.
and then we're gonna do the thing.
Bring
so yes, bombshell. Great, it's the bowling alley.
I got this. Shield Maiden.
Thank you. Aquamarine / Shield Maiden. You use your charge attack to run on forward with your shield. You crack the first one. And
Crack.
you do. You smack right into it with your shield.
Crack.
And it's a strike. It's a perfect strike.
Yes, that's
They've
what
all
I
been lined up
pictured.
such that these 10 gorillas go flying backwards, crashing into each other, bouncing off of each other. And because of the combination of the damage of your initial attack, plus them running into each other, plus the fact that they are now have giant pieces of stone around them that they're also bouncing off of, because it's like a child's bumper bowling thing. They are all unconscious. The soldier gorillas are completely removed from the field.
Oh, nicely done!
That was some excellent teamwork.
Combined attacks
Third
rule.
time's the charm. Hashtag meta meltdown.
So it's another meta meltdown. I want to see what would happen.
It's like you didn't know this was coming!
I didn't know it was happening now, but I did want to see what would happen. Aquamarine, you are now you're in the middle between player and midpoint. So for me, just to, if it helps you guys, I think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Player to
Okay, yeah.
avatar.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right.
So for you guys, it's reversed order, but it's their perspective what
Yep.
I'm using. So you're at a 2. Rosie, you're at a 4, so 1 towards the avatar. Jenica, you are all the way on player.
Okay.
Let's see what a
Reg,
psychologist.
you're at a 2. You're between player and midpoint.
But my force field's still up, so I'm happy.
Yes, exactly. And Jebediah, you were fully on player.
Player?
Yep. I didn't. It's just what the die did.
Ooh.
But then another one just hit.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so
Right.
what's this one?
So this one,
And we still got our 3.
We still get our 3 dice, right.
you do. This one, honestly, I'm going to make you go through this whole round. We're going to do this one round this way because this one just allowed you to go wherever you want on the spectrum.
Oh.
So at the end of your turn,
Then I get
go ahead
to
and put yourself wherever
we want.
So you'll start your turn here. At the end of it, put it where you want.
Groovy.
Okay.
That's just how we're going to rule that for the sake of moving through. So Shield Maiden, you've incapacitated all of the shield or all of the gorilla soldiers. And I can just take that off my plate. That means we still have the duplicates to deal with, the doppelgangers.
I haven't gone this round either.
Correct, but you're at the end of the line. Or no, Rosie is. And you're next, actually. You are all you.
But I'm also all me.
Yes, it's true.
So you can only take half a move action?
What do you mean half a move action?
So what are you going to do? You delay?
I'm going to delay so that the next round I will be operating at the front
Okay,
of
the gorillas are going to go then. So the gorilla doppelgangers did not have much success attacking the person who they were doppelganging.
No.
So they're gonna switch it up a little bit?
That sounded weird.
Except for Bombshell, she had total
You just got doppelganged.
It's true. So the Shield Maiden one is not so fond of attacking you, however is a gorilla and an idiot. Attacks you again anyway. Misses. Wouldn't have mattered if it hit.
Did she get within the field?
Damn it. How much damage does the field do?
50.
That doppelganger drops to the ground as soon as it crosses through the shield. I'm going to give the other doppelgangers a mind check to see if they're smart enough to not do what that one just did.
How much damage did she do to it?
Who did do to it?
To the force field. She did how much damage? Would have done how much damage if she would have hit?
Oh, she didn't even get to hit. She hit the force field and...
Right, so how much damage would she have done to the force field?
Oh, the doppelganger?
Yes.
The doppelganger missed, so it didn't matter.
But hit the force field, so this force field still takes damage.
Okay. I don't understand your question. My understanding was that you were describing a wall...
If she doesn't hit the force field, then she doesn't take damage.
But you were describing it as person is here, shield around, pass through the shield to get to the person.
But you have to damage the force field to do it, so...
So
the force field gets weaker every time you hit it, that way we're not just...
So just by running into it, it took damage?
Yep.
Okay, so...
Unarmed damage.
Unarmed damage.
That makes sense.
30.
Groovy.
Can I start taunting my doppelganger in it because I am over here and I'm going to use some psychiatry and diplomacy to try to
that sounds good.
Use
so
reverse psychology to
Bombshell's,
encourage it to bring it.
So Dynamo's doppelganger was smart enough to actually recognize not to go through the shield.
Oh, cool.
Bombshell's was not. And you did not...
and is wearing a lot of metal.
So Bombshells comes running in as well, hits the shield,
and has the aluminum skirt.
Passes through or bounce back? How does that work?
Bounce back.
Bounce back. Oh wait, it's got a gun, so Bombshell wouldn't bother. It'll just shoot.
Oh, just shoot, yeah.
So it'll shoot a Bombshell again, and I guess it won't hit Bombshell, it's going to hit the shield instead, isn't it?
Force field takes 50
points of damage to the shield.
Thank you.
Got 20 left on this force field, guys. 20 left.
The Shrouds, which has been attacking you.
Maybe these names are too similar to work well. Thank the Lord for playtesting. Hashtag meta moment. Hashtag that is the helpful one.
You just got 4 more meta moments.
Oh, that's good, because we were out.
All those things I can't use.
When can you use them? After the whole encounter?
After the encounter's over, yes.
So the attack on you missed.
Okay.
Just for the record. And then that is going to take us to Rosie.
So I'm not stunned anymore, correct?
Correct. At the end of your turn, Rosie, you can put yourself wherever you want on your
Right,
spectrum.
but right now I'm here.
You also could do that now.
Oh,
just so you know, Jeff.
Oh, when it's my turn, I can do that too?
At the end of your turn, you can put yourself where you want, because that's what the...
But I've got the 3 at the moment as well.
8 minutes.
Can I see my doppelganger went invisible to grab me? Can I see my doppelganger?
Techie, I'll tell you what the buffs are as soon as we're done with this, I promise. What?
My doppelganger went invisible to grab me.
Correct.
Can I? Is my doppelganger still invisible?
So when you go incorporeal, you are going to be able to still see it. As soon as you do,
I can see it.
You can see it. It can't see you though. It's got the cheap knockoff version of what you do.
Yeah.
Which is why the teleporting guy.
I'm gonna mind control it.
Side note, he's not coming back.
I'm gonna mind control my doppelganger.
Okay, give me the roll.
So let's see. Oh, I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
this roll. 'cause
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
She mind the controls the heck
Deuce,
out of it.
deuce.
I beat it by 14.
There you go. It's got a mind of 4.
And a -4 to its roll.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And then actually, because I've got it mind controlled, I'm going to give it the 10 things of serum and have it go inject all of the down soldiers to see if any of it works.
That's pretty cool. That's good. That's good. Now, keep in mind these are your actions that you're taking from now on, because you're not when your mind control is possession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to do all these
But
things.
it's okay.
that's fine.
It just means the next 10 rounds you're going to be injecting from your spell. I'm with you. I'm cool. It's all good. I'm going to let you pull that one off. That's no problem. So, and then you can put yourself wherever you want on the spectrum afterwards. Shield Maiden, your turn.
Okay, so all of the
But I gotta
gorillas
spend
are
10 rounds
unconscious.
doing this.
The
Except
10 gorilla
for-
soldiers are unconscious. The doppelganger shroud is who knows where. The
Right.
doppelganger of Rosie is being very helpful, which
Right.
you've worked with her enough to know what that means. The doppelganger of you, the shield maiden, is unconscious. The doppelganger of Dynamo is beaten down a bit. And the doppelganger of Bombshell was lighting people up with her bombshells.
Great. So I'm going to charge attack the doppelganger bombshell.
Please.
Yeah, you are.
Please hit that. Never mind.
Okay, go for it.
Oh,
She's going to hit that?
Yes. Sorry. I
If
regret
she
that
charges
immediately.
at it while it's shooting, will they deflect back to Bombshell?
The doppelganger, not me.
I know what you meant. Are you going to charge her?
what did you just ask?
I was wondering if she was shooting from her boobs and you ran with your shield, if it would go back.
I'll
ricochet.
random affect it, but if you're going to charge her, it won't matter if you hit. So why don't you do your charge attack?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. That's
Okay,
gonna
so
be
give me your
good.
roll. 5 minutes.
10. Okay, so I beat it by 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is enough, and since you're doing your charge check, that's a lot of damage. So you do 50% of...
Here is another toy for you. Hashtag cotton. I mean hashtag nut cotton. Hashtag min-max.
Yeah, buddy.
Cute.
So you get one more of yours.
I'm right here, but I can move it anywhere I want at the end of the round.
And then you should
Aquamarine, you
At the end of my turn.
your charge check 120, so you just did 60, which
thought you
means
did that the
to
end
a
of last
doppelganger that is going to be, I believe enough.
Chris, it looks like you got paper for days.
I do. This will be compressed by next week. That's 60 points damage. You just did a bombshell as doppelganger. It wasn't enough to stun her, but it did trash her hardcore. She's almost unconscious. They're both just about down. So after you, Shield Maiden, that's going to hop on over to Crash
All right.
/ Dynamo.
Okay, so after my turn, I can move this, but until then, I'm stuck here.
Correct.
My force field has 20 points left in it, so I'm just gonna keep it where it is.
Makes sense.
Can you do the
And what's Dynamo Gorilla doing?
Dynamo Gorilla.
Yeah.
Getting ready to attack you.
That's
Still flying
one-
around.
Cool,
These
cool. And he still
blades-
has that electrical
Yep.
staff. That's a
Yep.
really good thing.
Yep.
I'm going to charge that electrical staff and use my electrokinesis to throw the electrically charged gorilla into the ape dolph gorilla.
Cool.
I'm gonna
do it, please.
I'm throwing a dude into another dude.
I got you.
Oh crap! Oh no! They're gone. They're gone. Oh, there it is.
And I think, given the time, this is a good time to min-max you so you can use the best of both.
Oh, in that case, I will.
We're good.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen.
Bop.
Dr. Dynamo / Crash looks up at his doppelganger and casts his magic, whatever the hell. Use your thing to fling
Use
it
my
and all
staff
that.
to like basically, you like the
I
Ghostbusters
know.
gun,
So
lightning
you
bolt.
catch him. You catch him. You fling him over at Dietrich von Simeon, who says no. And right before it would run into Dietrich, it ricochets off and smacks into the other standing doppelganger. Bombshells, knocking out both of them.
Okay.
It's the 5 of you and Dietrich.
Maybe we won't make it this far into the test buffs, but I guess we will know soon. I am listening. Hashtag Janika. Hashtag rerolls 4 days.
Thank you.
Janica, that's another reroll for you.
Oh, I know. Reroll
So
for days.
the Dietrich stands there and looks at you and says, "You're more formidable than I thought. I guess it's time I brought out the big guns."
Oh.
And then right then, your brain starts to howl and shriek, and you see flashing lights. You find yourself being pulled through space and time.
Oh, not again.
And each one of you, having gone through this before, knows exactly what's happening as you find yourself slammed back into your clear bodies in the metapods.
Ooh, doggies.
And a very meek-looking technician comes up to you and says,
We didn't finish the simulation.
I'm sorry, everyone. It's Tim's retirement party. It's starting in 10 minutes, and
We
I
can
was
finish the
told to come
simulation in
get
10
you.
minutes.
Do we even know?
Who's Tim?
Tim's retirement party. We're all supposed to be there. Let's go.
Do we know Tim?
And he walks off. You know Tim. He worked with you for years.
He works in the office.
And that's where we find ourselves.
I hate Tim!
Of beta testing number 2
Retirement.
is with the party. I need to get a term for you guys. Back in the hyper-reality chamber, back with the computerized hyper-reality amplifier and transformation system chat. Stuck back there for who knows how long, dealing with Tim's retirement party and wondering whatever did happen to Dietrich von Simeon. Find out sometime down the road, but not exactly next week, because next week we start the full-on version of Masters of the Metaverse, 3 p.m. Pacific time on Hyper RPG.
Super excited if you
Twitch.tv/HyperRPG. Check it out. Tell people about it. Share the news. Share the word. Check out Patreon.com/Zombie Orpheus to help support things there too. We'll be on Twitter. We'll be throwing stuff all over. If you have art you'd like to throw out, please do so, and we will build characters around any fan art that gets built. It'll show up as avatars. It'll show up as NPCs. It'll show up as anything we can figure out to work it into the show.
Make something crazy.
We are basically out of time if we aren't already.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually post up some previews for the new avatars this week on my Twitter feed, so take a look at it. Crash Jackson.
At Crash Jackson, CRASHJAXUN with an underscore in the middle, right?
No underscore.
No underscore, just one word. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much on behalf of Zombie Orpheus Entertainment and Hyper Rabbit Power Go. Take care. See you guys next week.
Thank you, Masters.
Love y'all.